your
No,
problem.
you're still hot
Stop.
and young.
But you know what I mean.
That's fine.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
You
I'd
lost
rather
it.
do it like.
Yeah, that was only
The
to give us
anniversary of that
like a
was
little
my
time to.
Yeah.
dress, too.
The
the
53, yeah.
semen stain.
And
No,
then
this one,
Justin,
the one that looks.
Oh,
what
the
I
one-
need you to do,
Yeah.
Maya, you can do this, but I need to talk to him like
All right.
he's a 12-year-old. Because
All right.
we're gonna post. So
All right.
when I go live, just go on my Facebook and share it on yours, so it shares
Okay.
live.
No
Yep.
problem.
Gotcha.
5.
Oh, wait.
Are we going live right now?
Yeah, but
How would you do this?
don't
So
worry.
every show starts like this, where it's
Oh.
like, we're going live, and it's like, wait, what?
Okay. Perfect. So we're right on.
Oh, let me see. Let me see. These are a pain to figure out.
Maya, you ruined the show.
Oh, they turned this way.
I don't even know. Listen. I just wanted to smell
This
your
is
hair.
Scott's move with every female guest.
My
Don't
ears
fall
are my
for it.
tits.
We're live. Folks, we're live. Welcome to episode 53 of the Whatever Bro podcast. I am Joe, your host. As always, Scotty, Justin, sound guy Jeff. Woo! Sorry, Jeff, no mic today, but that's because we have a special guest. Our very first guest in the new studio. I'm hearing my voice, and it's freaking me out. No, thank you. I appreciate it. Very special guest. This young lady was on Nick at Night's Funniest Mom in America and runner-up in Mohegan's Funniest Comic in New England. And she's all over the local comedy scene. We've watched her several times at the Comedy Connection
Oh, yeah.
and wherever. Justin, you've seen her, I'm sure.
I'm her biggest stalker, actually.
Maya Manion,
Maya
welcome
Manion.
to the program.
Hey, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We've watched you. We've known you for a long time. You've
Yeah.
known us for a long
I
time.
sure have. I'm a huge fan.
That's fucking awesome.
I know.
It's cool
Whatever-
to have a huge fan, but one that's actually
Like
like
an
a comedian.
established
Yeah.
comedian. who-
Not insane.
Yeah, not we're not like, hey, you got your
Debatable.
biggest fan. Do you have a cigarette? Dude? Like, it's better.
Yeah.
Someone
but
established.
like a legitimate comedian that actually respects us. You know?
Probably the only one.
Yeah.
Our
doubt that's
last
true.
guest was actually, honestly, Scott's cleaning lady. Remember that random? I still don't know who she is.
Impressive.
Wait, what? The sound girl Mel?
Yeah, she was your cleaning lady, right?
No, she wasn't,
No?
dude.
Sound girl Mel.
She looked like a cleaning lady. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
She was
well,
dressed like a cleaning lady.
Uh-huh.
She's in nursing school. She's studying. She wears sweatpants and studies. And when she has 5 minutes, she's a sound girl.
Okay.
You know?
All right.
She has
Stand
excellent
corrected.
taste in podcasts also.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. No, I watch you guys and I love the characters and yeah, like the fuck boy and oh wait, the video that you guys did about Fall River was so funny. I love everything.
Oh
I
yeah,
just-
we've done all sorts of crap.
Yeah. Huge.
Too many to count.
Justin occasionally makes a cameo or a,
Yeah.
Oh, in the videos.
our videos. Yeah.
It's been a while since.
Justin used to do stand-up, but he had a bad set once.
No.
And he's still damaged.
Yeah,
from
yeah.
it.
Actually, I was.
there. Was it my show?
I was actually on Maya's show.
You were?
and yeah.
Oh,
and
where?
It wasn't bad.
No, it was like no, it was bad. I was.
I saw you killed too that time at the Tequila Lime.
I remember.
Oh,
He did.
yes.
He murdered.
He
He
killed
murdered.
that tequila.
You
line.
were there for that one?
I was.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I remember doing your show, and I was doing like abortion material, and there was just
Crowd pleaser.
I'm staring at
It was a groaner.
I'm staring at like a 70-year-old couple in the front row, and they're just arms crossed, staring back at me, and I was like,
Hard to believe.
it's gonna be a long.
It's gonna be a long night.
It's gonna be a long 5 minutes on the stage.
Yeah, tell us. So wait, you are how old?
God, 45.
What?
45. How long have you been doing comedy for?
12 years.
No shit. All right.
Yeah,
You're never supposed to ask a woman her age.
Yeah, but this is the Whatever Bro podcast. This is
Maya,
where you have to
we'll
do
edit,
it.
We'll edit
Well,
that
no,
right out of
No,
the.
it's fine.
That's
I
just
don't
what
care.
old people say.
Yeah.
You never ask a young lady her
No,
age.
I don't actually. I hate lying about ages.
Talking more into the mic.
Sure, I don't. My mom lies about her age, and I don't. It's not subjective, and it's not like something I have to think about. It is a fact. I'm 45.
Yeah,
Okay,
and it's
fine.
it's
Yeah.
life. It's the way it goes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
A
45
hot, a hot 45.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I might add.
Hot and steaming.
Ow! Oh,
I
ow! I
love
burned.
This podcast
I burned
so
myself.
much.
What got you into it? Like 12 years ago, so you were like 33.
Mhm.
What made you start? That's kind of late to start stand up, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. I was married. I had 3 little kids at home, and it was one of those bucket list things. You know, it was like okay. Actually, I was watching some show, and like Oprah or some shit, and they were like, "You should do the one thing that people tell you that you should do," and nobody.
And
has
everybody was
ever
always
told
like,
me,
"You should be a comedian. You should be
Yeah.
a
Oh
comedian."
my God, you
yeah.
should be on Saturday Night Live. I'm
Yep.
like, oh, cool. I'll just go do that. But
Yeah. Let me just. Let me just.
Good idea, Diane. Holy shit.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Fucking should.
Let me
It's
just
always-
drive to
Watch
LA.
my kid.
It's
yeah.
always
Yeah.
a Diane.
Totally.
It's always a fucking
Diane, why
day.
did I fucking think of that? God, I had these kids, but that. Anyway, so it was like I better do this and get it out of the way.
Yeah, right.
I
Just
did.
let me bucket list this,
Yeah.
and then you
just-
loved it, didn't
It
you?
turned into
You know what happened was I sucked, and I was like, I'm not going out like this. I'm gonna have I'm gonna go out on a decent 5 minutes.
Yeah, because I'll tell you, bad sets. We know we used to do some stand up. He's
Yeah.
done some bad sets. Will fucking
Ugh.
stay with you. I still have one from the Belmont. The last set I ever did. It wasn't like awful, but
Yeah.
it stuck. It stuck with me. Where I always think
not,
about
not
stand up.
something you would want to watch again.
No, like I would like to bury that tape
Yeah.
to the ground.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, them bad sets. So you were like, fuck this. I'm coming back.
Yeah. I
and
just
I'm gonna
said,
kill it.
Well, yeah. I'm like I'm at least going to have like 3 or 5 minutes where I can be proud of that, and
Mhm.
then never do it again. But then what happened was I think 6 months in, I auditioned for this Nick at Night, the funniest mom in America, and I had literally only 5 minutes, and I crushed the audition.
Mm.
And I got to New York,
Mm.
and there were 25 women in the country who were chosen, and I was one of them.
Fucking A.
Fucking A, but
crazy.
6 months
but-
in.
Yeah, but
Wow.
get this: I only had 5 minutes, and all the other women were professional comedians, like on TV, and I had maybe a tight 3, a questionable 2 extra, and I was at the Laugh Factory, like, what the?
You must have been nervous as
crazy.
fuck.
It was so stupid. It was, but it's my credit.
I didn't-
I'm like,
I didn't
amazing.
realize that's when you first started. Like you were
Yeah.
on Nick at Night.
Yeah, I thought you were already like.
Yeah.
That's wild.
No,
That's
it was
crazy.
crazy.
I
And then
would've
I got
thought you were
chosen the
established.
next year too, with the same 5 minutes.
Same set. Wait, so when you auditioned,
I auditioned well.
so did you make it on? What happened with that? You made it.
It was the worst show in history. Hard to believe Funniest Moms wasn't a bullet of a show, but who doesn't want to watch a bunch of moms? Anyway, so yeah, it was a reality show, and you did your set at the Laugh Factory or wherever
Yeah.
you were, and then they had the reality show segment where you just have a bunch of moms. It was like Survivor, and it was horrifying.
Yeah.
It was just horrifying.
Did you guys live in the house or something?
Yeah, that
We
would've
were in
been
a
cool.
hotel.
Get out of
Hotel
here.
in New York City, yeah. And
So
my-
they filmed you like living
they
there
tried
with them?
to,
Oh,
but
okay.
it was such a shit show.
Yeah, you get a bunch of women together, a bunch of moms together. It's gonna be.
Yeah.
You have nothing to lose.
Yeah, dude, that's a fucking recipe for disaster. I can
Did
imagine.
this show actually make it to the air? It,
Wow.
So this is out
so
there
like
somewhere.
like a 10-season run.
Yeah. 10 seasons.
This fucking Friends guy, like.
I
Maya's
believe
doing
they
it.
discontinued that. My brother, actually, this is a funny story, but so my brother lives in New York, and I complained to him. I was like, Shane, this is crazy. I don't know what this is, a nightmare. So he gets to the hotel, and he meets one of the other women, and she says to him, well, who are you? He goes, hey, I'm going up to my sister's room. And she goes, who's your sister? And he said, Maya. She goes, oh, you guys are from Vermont. She's like, you guys probably fuck, right?
Whoa.
And he looks-
Jesus.
and he looks at me and he goes, I don't know what you're talking about, Maya. They seem great.
So you're from Vermont.
I am.
All right. What are you doing over here in this
I met
area?
a boy.
Ooh.
Yeah.
a boy
Now you
brought you
say,
over.
now
Naughty
you
girl.
say.
I know, it's really hot. We had 3 kids.
Where'd you meet in Providence?
Yeah. He was actually I lived with a bunch of girls who I just met, and he came over to bring her mail over. And
And you fucked him 3 times and
So
had
that
3
was
kids.
it?
Yeah.
Yep,
So
that
was he an actual mailman or just a guy bringing the mail in?
No, it was not a mailman. That would have been good. He would have had a job.
Yeah, he
but,
would have had a
kidding.
pension.
Yeah, right? No. Anyway, so we met. I met him here, and I stayed,
Do you get paid for any of these gigs? Have you gotten paid like at all?
for
Oh, of
stand-up.
course.
Yeah. But like, I mean,
A pro like
I mean,
mine.
paid like good money.
Yeah.
No shit. That's awesome.
Yeah. Yep.
Now,
That's
you said when you went on this show, you only had 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Was that all you had to do? Was just the 5 minutes?
Well,
or
the audition got you in. So
Okay.
they were assuming that you had 45 extra
Oh.
quality minutes at
shit.
least.
Were you
Yeah.
absolutely terrified?
Terrified. I just want to get away from my kids for a weekend. Yeah, it was terrifying.
So
but,
you kept doing the same 5 minutes,
I did.
more or less.
More or less.
That's
Mhm.
excellent.
But you get away with it.
I did. I did. Yeah.
That's
Yep, I
fantastic.
did. But yeah, now and it's now like 12 years later, and I feel like now I still would be terrified
Yeah.
to be
yeah.
among those.
Right.
Those because it was like
Yeah.
women who had literally had a career out of stand up.
Do you still get nervous when you go up there? You still get.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes it depending on how long it's been since I've been on stage.
Right, gotcha. Okay, so when you're like in the groove of things, it feels like, yeah. See, we've had like we used to do stand up, and I don't know personally me, I just like I have a problem where it's like, if let's say like, are you gonna do a Friday night set, Scott? Like Friday night comes, what if I don't feel like being funny?
Yeah.
That's the problem with I give comedians a lot of credit.
A lot to do with your
Yeah.
mood at the time.
Big time. You
Sure.
always got to be like, I want to be funny. I want to be on stage, and then I want to. You have to kill as much as you can. You can't just go up there and eat shit every time.
Yeah.
It's a tough thing to do. I give you a lot of credit for going 12 years strong. I know Rob Green is a
Yeah.
comedian who.
We just roasted each other.
Did you
Oh,
really?
that's right. You guys had a
what
roast
a-
battle.
I didn't know that.
It
I
was
would've
great.
gone.
It was so
what was your
fun.
best Rob Green roast joke, if you don't mind me asking?
Was this at Comedy
He's
Connection?
been on roast with us too.
Oh, has
So
he?
yeah, he's
Yeah.
roasted us
so
before.
good. He's
He-
a good friend. Yeah.
yeah.
So he's a good friend of yours too, right?
Yeah.
Didn't you guys grow up together or something?
No, we just started doing comedy all together.
Oh, right.
He had a roast joke about me. I'll never forget. Actually, it was and I might butcher this, Rob. So I'm sorry. Scotty has disappointed more fat women than the return policy at Lane Bryant. And I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Smoke.
That joke destroyed the room.
He's a great roaster, man. Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, he's good.
Oh,
So you
God.
guys roasted each other. That's
We
fantastic.
did at Laugh Boston. Just
Oh,
like
sweet.
last week. Yeah. His.
Awesome.
So I'll tell you his. So his to me that was my personal favorite. God, there were so many. I'm gonna do the most palatable one.
He's a seasoned roaster.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he's great. He's,
Yeah.
such
He's
a
a
good
veteran.
writer. Maya Manion is a wait. Maya Manion. Oh, she's a waitress and a comedian. She's been doing this for 10 years. She's a mom. You got to give her credit because the banks won't.
Yes, Rob. I love me
Yeah.
some roast. That's awesome.
Yeah.
How'd you guys get that gig up in Boston?
Our friend Sean Sullivan books it.
Sweet.
Yeah, so he put us against each other, and mine. I think the crowd favorite was Rob works at a dispensary, obviously, but Rob looks like he vapes gravy.
He's too easy to roast, man. He's such good material.
Oh, he whacked me so hard though. I was like, okay, motherfucker.
Does-
Yeah.
Who won?
That's awesome.
Of,
Yeah,
like-
does the audience determine, is it via like sound of
cheers.
applause after the roast? Is
the
that how it
first-
works?
Yeah, the first four were judges, and we tied. They both thought that we did great, and then the last joke was audience, and I happened to win. But
Nice.
I think it was just because there are a lot of women in the.
Yeah,
audience.
but either way, must have been hilarious.
It was
for
very
sure.
close. It could have gone either way.
There was one time we
Sweet.
were doing. Remember we were doing radio. You remember this story?
Yeah.
We were doing radio, and this is kind of like before podcasts. We were doing Heron Radio, and we always had we had a huge table. I mean, we could have fit 10 people on there. So every week we go on or whatever, I'd hit somebody up, a friend of mine, come by, and I would hit my friend up, Rob.
Yeah.
Rob, come by. Been talking to him all day. You definitely gonna come? Yeah, man, I'm definitely coming. Blah blah blah. So I'm like, yo, Rob's coming. He's like, all right, cool.
A different Rob.
Oh,
Rob shows up, and I'm like, what's up, dude? I haven't seen you in mad long. Like, what are you doing? And he's like, I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm like, why the fuck are you here?
And now you were expecting Rob Green.
No, I was
No.
expecting
Rob
Rob Green
Desby.
showed up. I was expecting just my friend Rob.
So your buddy Rob is who you wanted, and you got Rob Green.
I
instead.
think they both came.
So Rob Green gets there, and we're like, "What the fuck? Why are you here?" Like almost disrespectful. Like,
Yo, he-
why are you here?
Like
Leave.
rude. I was just like, all right, I haven't seen in a while. What
You
the
thought
fuck?
he was like a groupie of your.
I didn't
like,
know it.
AM radio show.
It was a moment where we looked at each other and it was so uncomfortable, and I was just like in my head, I'm like, you're not. What are you doing here? You're not
Yeah.
supposed to be here.
But of all people to like screw up with, Rob was perfect
Yeah.
because that's all Rob does. Rob
Yeah.
makes jokes, and
Oh, so
we could have
funny.
called some shitbag Rob who showed up, and then we'd be pissed.
He ended up actually coming on,
So
and he
you-
was funny.
You had,
killed it.
you had both Robs on.
I did, yeah. And he actually had a
that's great.
joke that was so good. It was I don't remember it, but it was the BlackBerry joke because I was talking about. I don't know.
Yeah.
Point is, he's like came on and did his thing, but it was just funny
It
because
was a
he
total accident.
He
yeah.
rolled up and was like, "The fuck are you doing here, bro? Get your fucking Belmont's that way, pal." That was funny.
he's so funny. Yeah, we had a great time.
Yeah, stand up. Oof.
So do you lose, like you've been doing it for what, 13 years ish? Do you lose the itch to get up there and be funny, or has it remained consistent and something you like doing?
It's actually I like it so much more now. It used
Really?
to terrify. Yeah, I used
So you
to
got a
have,
little more comfortable with it.
Yeah,
probably.
I used to have such anxiety about it. It would ruin my week, even if I had to
Really?
do 5 minutes. Oh yeah,
I've-
my week was shot.
I've been there.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, you're stress case like I am.
Yeah, and
Neurotic.
that's part of it too. Like, do you remember we used to do shows? We used to do shows and everybody was there to see us.
Yeah.
I was a mess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm glad.
there was a lot of pressure too because
Yeah.
we would actually sell tickets for like $10 a piece or 15
Yeah,
a piece.
we weren't just like going
so
up
we
to do a
would
set.
we'd make
Yeah,
all this money.
okay.
We'd take people's
So
money.
you had to deliver.
Yeah, and then it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
we
so
have
now-
to be
now
funny
you owe
or
them,
yeah.
them something.
Yeah, so
That's how it felt though.
it was because
Oh,
like
no, yeah, definitely.
we
Yeah,
had
you do, and you do.
he did the
Yeah.
shows with
You
us
do.
too.
Yeah.
We had all this motivation. I don't know back then. That motivation was awesome. We
Can't
did.
believe
Me
it.
and this kid did a whole show numerous times with like 250 people.
With song and dance numbers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we-
That's not a joke.
skits.
Yeah,
We had
we
it
would
all.
like rap and stuff.
Oh.
Absolutely. We saw.
You lost Maya.
I was like, oh,
Oh dear. Look at the time.
did he say sing and dance? I can't relate to this show. But no, the point was we had guys
Cooking
taking
segment.
money for tickets. The point was we got all of this together.
Yeah.
All these people would come in, and then it would hit us like, fuck, we really better be doing good here.
Yeah.
I'll never forget. We had
Just
people come.
pressure.
Yeah, we had people coming in. One of the places we were nervous, like we don't think people are gonna show up. And I remember the next time I looked back, this was Cultural Center. We got 350 this time. I don't understand how.
Wow.
And it was like MySpace days, dude.
Yeah,
And I remember I was like, I don't know. And then we went back out to the lobby. And in the lobby, there was a line out the door, and I didn't know anybody. And I was like, we did this. What are we doing? And I remember me and you were in the back room. Do you remember this, man? We were like, we had like our costumes on or whatever.
Snorting Xanax.
we should have. Thinking back on it,
Dude, and then like, I remember me and him having a mic on a hand, and we're just like, you ready to do this? And we both were just like, not really, bro. I have no fucking idea what I'm doing.
It's basically like a Cultural Center was like an opera house kind of,
Yep.
and we were able to
It
fill,
was like
fill
an
up.
old school theater.
They did like
We-
weddings in there.
We
Yeah.
filled up this opera house type deal, and then we were looking outside to see how many people there. And we're just like, what the fuck?
What are we gonna do?
We are supposed to go out and entertain them.
Them? Who the fuck is that? That whole family. It
Yeah.
was crazy.
These people.
So we know what you mean by like that.
Yeah.
And my point was, every time we would do a show, Justin, I don't know if you got like this. I know you probably did too. There was just that like irk right here, where it was like,
Yeah, it's
Uh,
just
pure-
almost
pure
like
terror. Yeah.
like Potty
Yeah.
just like, I don't want to do this. I regret everything.
Oh, yeah.
But it always worked out.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah,
Always.
That
Like-
energy always, I feel like, I think it's, for me, I don't know, it sounds like you guys too. My biggest fear is wasting anybody's time. Because the effort that it takes to get out of the house, get a babysitter,
good point.
yeah, the money,
Yep.
you have to reciprocate that effort. And I feel like the least I can do is be prepared and try my best to, to respect everybody's time.
That's a
and
great
effort I
point.
make.
Yeah. It's
Yep.
more of a respecting where it's like
Yeah.
you just said, like everyone, when you see it, like when we saw it, we're like, that's what came into reality. Is like, oh my God, like that guy got a babysitter for sure.
Yeah.
Like that guy and all these people, like I don't know
They
these
could have
people.
done anything else.
Yeah.
And then that's
It-
where
it
the pressure
becomes
comes.
real.
Yes.
Yeah. I never leave the house. I'm like, holy shit. I better bring it.
I literally
You're
like,
here to see me?
Yeah.
Win some,
I
lose
remember once at the
somebody.
Sky
Yeah.
Lounge joke, we had like a green room, if you will, like
Yeah.
where we
It's
dressed
like a
up.
private little room.
And I remember like being every time I would peek out and look and see people coming, I was like, I didn't take my notes. Gotta look at my notes. Gotta look at my notes. I'm just gonna go over it 5 more times, make sure. Yeah.
Like, that's going to remind you to say anything.
I would drink too much, like before the
yeah.
show.
That's happened
and
too.
then I would forget my jokes.
Yep.
Like alcohol is the worst thing for
Worst.
remembering stand-up.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
it's the worst.
yeah. We've learned the
Especially
hard
if you
way.
have like a 10, 15-minute set or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like I would literally have to bring my notes up and put it somewhere
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I'd forget it.
Yeah.
You'd be like you know, rip a joke or last, like, yeah.
Coffee
Coffee table,
yeah.
no refrigerator.
Like
yeah.
whisper read it.
That's stupid. Yeah. Yeah, man. It's a grind. I give you and anybody who does comedy like Rob Green
Yeah.
and how about the guy who was just on Conan?
Oh, Ray Harrington.
Ray.
Ray Harrington.
That was
What-
great.
What an
He-
animal.
He killed it on Conan.
Yeah,
What an
he's
animal.
So great.
I mean,
Just
to
so
be
great.
where he's at right now is fucking nuts. But
Yeah.
to see how much that guy had to go through and all you guys have to go through, like,
Yeah.
you can't just do stand up for a year and be like, all right, I'm going to be successful, unless you're lucky.
Well, actually,
Yeah.
Maya did stand up for 6 months. It was
Not
on
even.
TV and a reality
pretty
show.
That was
successful.
kind of an
unless
awesome.
you're me, but I don't know. Some losers it takes longer. No, yeah.
Yeah,
And you
it's
get
tough to
shitty.
make that like your main gig. It really is.
Was your Mohegan thing like way later on, or was it?
That
Like,
was 2012.
gotcha.
You did Mohegan.
I did.
Whoa.
Yep.
America's funniest, or
No,
New
no,
England's.
Yeah, I do a
something
lot of
like that.
contests.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that's my wheelhouse.
That must have been a lot of people there.
Yeah, it was great.
No
It
shit.
was so fun.
Was
yeah.
it the like auditorium of the Mohegan or whatever?
Yeah, yeah. It was.
So there was like thousands of people there.
I wouldn't. Maybe like 500, maybe.
Phew, yeah.
Like
all
at
right.
the finals. Yeah, and that was like every weekend, and or no, it was like, I don't know, maybe 5. I don't know. It seemed like a lot back then. But yeah, that was cool. That was really cool. Now it's just like, I don't know. It's so much better now. And I still get nervous, and I still just, think about wasting anybody's time. And that's it. That's always in my mind.
You still have those butterflies even after 12 years of stand-up.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Is it every show, or is it just specific shows, or if it's something different or something significant?
I think it's only until I pick up the mic. Like, it used to be. It's funny because only lately I really am feeling like it's coming together. Very recently.
That's fucking awesome.
Which
Now there's the other side of that though.
Right, yeah, I was going to say that brings us back to you have a glass of water in front of you.
Yeah.
And the Maya Manion I know,
Would be hammered right now. Yeah.
her blood was 95.
Chardonnay.
Yeah. She had Chardonnay blood, 95%
Totally. Oh, yeah.
Chardonnay blood.
Uh-huh.
And now you're drinking water.
Yeah. It's weird.
And we were talking before the show, and you were saying that was actually helpful for stand-up.
Yeah. Yes.
You're clear.
My anxiety is almost gone now. I don't know about you, but
Big time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm really high strung. I don't know if you can tell, but as a person, I'm very high strung. I'm neurotic. I'm always like, I overthink everything. I'm.
God, she's explaining
yeah.
myself right now.
Right, me too. I'm on board.
Are you guys looking? It's like looking in the mirror.
I know. Like she's speaking through my lips.
Hold on, keep going. Yeah, neurotic, overthinking, overanalyzing.
Justin just gets
Justin
horny.
No, we're very much alike. I don't know about you guys, but I'll storyboard. Like, I'll imagine a situation, and then I'm like, I just am picturing like a fiery blaze.
The worst
of mushroom
situation.
clouds.
Yeah.
And then I base my day on that hasn't happened. I'm like, but there's a mushroom cloud. I'm like, fuck, and then like,
worst case scenario thinking.
Always.
I love
but
that.
then you're prepared. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
I'll be prepared for a mushroom cloud.
Yeah.
And then you get there and you're like, oh well, it's okay. Like, so I don't know.
It is
I'm
a
always-
defense mechanism. So for me,
Yeah.
I always think worst case because my brain wants me to be prepared for the worst.
Yeah.
It doesn't want me to be shocked.
No.
So make sure
Fuck
that,
that.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
hate surprises.
The
Me too.
reason
Hate 'em.
you stopped drinking, was it trying to help your anxiety? Like, was
Yeah.
that the reason why you stopped?
I have 3 kids, and
That just gives me anxiety hearing
Maya,
that.
that's too many kids.
it is.
Could you
Shit.
get rid of a few of those?
You should probably just throw them away.
No, yeah. I just I was like, I have to be present all the time, and that's it.
Yeah.
So that was it.
It's funny. It's interesting because a lot of people think to get rid of anxiety, you drink, right?
Right.
Temporarily.
Yeah, it's
And it does
counterintuitive.
work
It's-
temporarily.
It does temporarily, but like it
so
that
much
shit
worse.
just comes right back up.
So
yeah.
much worse.
So that's
And we
awesome.
we should remind everyone, Scott is a sober Sally
Since
also.
November.
So Scott and Maya are both recently sober.
Yep.
Me and Joe still raging alcoholics.
Raging.
Nice. I'm so jealous.
Now, do
Yeah,
you,
we bury our problems with alcohol.
we use it for our anxiety. They don't use.
yeah.
Hey, anxiety, check this out. I'm just pouring red wine all over you. How does that feel, you loser?
See you in the morning, dickhead.
Yeah, choke on this, you
I'll
fuck.
show you.
Yeah.
So we have a couple headaches in the morning here and there. Big deal.
Scott and I are like, it's awesome.
It's tough. It is tough. I was gonna say because like I know you're a month in.
Yeah.
I'm 4 months in, and I still have problems going. Like I just went to a party. A friend had a birthday party. This is a friend's house who I'm used to partying hard at. So even to see the fucking walls, I'm like, why don't I have a? My brain's like, you should have a beer in your hand. Why do you not?
Do you have a seltzer or something, like a substitute drink?
Like an idiot, I didn't have anything. I should have brought like a bottle of ginger ale or some shit. I didn't have anything. This was at Ryan's house.
Yeah.
So I was like, I had to put a beer or two down.
He's got kids jumping on him, coughing on
Oh,
him, sneezing
Christ.
on him.
Yeah, I'm like,
And
this
he's
sucks
He's
sober.
totally
Yeah.
sober, and I'm in the corner, just like.
And now everybody's drinking, you know what I'm saying? So I had like 2 beers, 3 beers, and then I had a shot. Now that for me has never been no big deal. I didn't tell you this. I went home that night, got a headache, and threw up twice from 3 beers and a shot.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
how
man.
weird the tolerance is now.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. Like, I know the tolerance would be different, but I swear to God, Joe, threw up that night off
Wow.
3 beers and a shot. I'm not fucking with you.
Yikes.
That's
And it wasn't like
Just not used to it.
No, and I even thought like, oh, was it the food? Because this doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Nah, man, it was a
Yeah,
fucking
please.
hangover at 9:00 at night. I was like, dude. So my point though, I have problems going to like social situations that I'm used to drinking at. I still have to keep my distance, or if I go, I can only go for like an hour
Yeah.
or two.
Yeah.
You know.
Well,
Yeah,
then
he's
when
done
he
it.
starts getting drunk, and you're like, shut up.
Yeah.
That's another part
Yeah.
too. Like if I'm there late, everyone's like, and I'm like, these are the conversations we've been having.
Yeah, these are my friends.
If I,
Right,
if
you-
I meet you out somewhere, after an hour, just be like, all right, I want to get going. because-
Yeah, don't take it personal.
No,
Yeah,
no,
I'm
but
good.
after an hour of not drinking, and then you're kind of just like, I should go home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta get out because you know what
know-
it is. I'm thinking about it too, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I mean, the whole time I've been here, I've been like trying not to drink
Yeah,
that.
it's like-
Yeah.
And also, it's weird too. I don't know with you, like when you say, "Oh, I'm not drinking." Like, do you want some? I don't have any. Do you want to lick the drape?
Yeah, they're not used to that question.
Water. They're like, really? I'm like, yeah, motherfucker. Water's
Water,
fine.
water's
Yeah.
healthy.
Jesus Christ.
And they look, look at you kind of confused.
By the way, I think Maya's talking about me because when she showed up here, I was like, "You want wine?" She's like, "No, I stopped. I
like,
quit."
half a glass of
I was like,
wine.
"Well,
Like-
half a glass of wine." She's like, "No, still." I'm like, "Well, a beer,
jug of wine?
A beer, maybe." No, I'm not drinking. I'm like, "What? I don't understand. I don't get it."
My big fat
Malfunction.
Yeah.
my big fat Greek wedding when the she goes my boyfriend, he's a vegetarian. They're like, well, I make lamb.
Yeah.
I'm not drinking. So White Claw?
Yeah, you want here vodka? Drink vodka.
I remember when you stopped, I stopped at that same time. Like it was kind of like a challenge thing. Oh, let's see if we can do
We're
this.
both gonna see if we can
You
do
stopped
it.
at the
Yeah.
same time, like 3 p.m. and then by 4 p.m. you were
Pretty
drinking
much.
Again.
I stopped for like 5 days, and then I on Halloween I went over to my friend Nick's house, and Nick was just like, "You're not drinking. The fuck is that about?"
Why are you alive?
And Joe was like, "Fuck this."
He made me feel so stupid that I was like, you know what,
me
pour
that.
me one. Yeah.
Dude, well, Halloween's an exception. Imagine being an
Yeah.
adult in a costume and sober. Like those three things don't mesh.
Yeah.
You're drinking a water like
Yeah.
suddenly it's creepy. It's like, dude, you shouldn't be here.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
at
it
the wrong
wasn't-
party.
it
A
wasn't
sober
even-
adult in a
He's got a
costume.
cake.
No.
He's got cake. He's like, hey.
It wasn't even peer pressure. Like he opened my eyes, like, and then after that I was just like, you know, he's right. He's right.
No.
Why aren't I drinking?
The best part about that story is the guy literally said, "Come on," and Joe said, "You know what? You know what? He's right."
Yeah.
He
But it's
said-
not for,
He
like-
made a lot of sense when
like,
he said, "Come on."
Quitting isn't for everybody.
Yeah.
Like quitting
No.
drinking. Like I'm not saying everyone should quit drinking. It's to each his own. Like I quit for a different reason. Joe was probably just like, why am I not drinking? It doesn't bother me. It doesn't
wasn't-
hurt me.
It wasn't important to me
Yeah.
to not
Right,
drink.
right.
Like to
Right.
him, he was doing it for a reason. I was just kind of like,
Some
oh, I'm
people
gonna
need
try.
to. Yeah,
Yeah, some
are
people-
okay, like probably Scott and say myself.
Yeah.
It just affects us differently
Yeah.
at this point. Yeah.
And the what was I thinking about something about drinking.
How much we miss it.
How,
Yeah,
how
there's
delicious
that.
alcohol is, and
Yeah.
how much
Yeah.
you'd like at least a half a glass of
I
wine.
know.
Yeah,
Stop being a
right?
pussy.
I mean,
Maya.
come on.
Cheers.
Fucking- yeah.
Justin, you gotta stop getting.
Cheers, Justin.
As Joe's friend once said, "Come on."
Oh, that's what I was thinking.
Come on.
When I
come
stopped,
on.
when you stop drinking, right? And then it's like 3 or 4 days in, and you look at your life, and you're like, no wonder I drank. Like, this
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah. How did you?
Right. It's an escape.
That-
It's the great.
That's when you
the
need
great
that,
escape.
like, getting going. I'm like,
Yeah.
every day I'm like, fuck, like my life is tough.
Because you have 3 children you take care of. Like,
I
Yeah, but well, your kids, her children are older.
yeah. How old
Yeah.
are your kids? Like,
20, 18, and 16.
okay, so they're
Nice.
young adults now.
Yeah.
All right.
But they, long story short, like I just really needed to be, be there, and yeah, it's tough. It's tough, but it's just anyway. I'm not even gonna say anything because I'm
How long have you not?
shooting up.
Yes, Maya. What,
Like I'm going to
what,
Fall
a-
River.
what about That's why she's in Fall River. It's not for the podcast.
She's meeting someone on
Making
that
a
corner.
stop,
Yeah.
Yeah.
She,
said I wasn't drinking. I'm not a fucking maniac.
yeah. She's here for the fentanyl. The podcast is just a bonus.
Do you, when you were doing stand up now, as guys, let's say guys that are handsome do stand up, they get hit on by girls.
Yeah.
Do you get hit on by a lot of like
Somebody
drunk
just-
dudes?
I
or-
hit on Maya like every show she has. So I'm
God
there.
bless you.
Yeah.
for that,
Thank you.
because That's the only reason why I keep doing stand up.
It's all the dick. I'll tell you, it's
I'm
everywhere.
in it for the dick. Yeah. No, for Justin, actually, my fan. Somebody just asked me that recently, and no, not really. And I think it's I've kind of aged out a bit. I think.
No,
too, but-
you've had your fair share of stalkers, right?
I have had stalkers, but I think that stand-up is a pretty intimidating thing for men. I think, but for women, like I think it's really attractive to watch a funny man because that's that's something that men are supposed to be and expected to be funny. That's like you should be.
Mhm.
But it's rare that a woman is funny. And I think it was Oscar Wilde who said, "There's nothing as unattractive as a sense of humor in a woman."
Whoa.
Yeah, and people are like, "That's ridiculous."
Wow.
I'm like, no, but there's something true about that because it's not the most feminine personality trait
Right.
to have, and I think it's threatening too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It can be.
I agree.
Yeah.
I disagree. Like
Nah,
I
because-
I
That's
love.
awesome.
Uh,
because
we-
I
yeah,
love
but-
it.
I
yeah,
love
but-
like a
We
funny-
personally
No, but Justin, she's talking to the average
Traditionally.
man.
Yeah.
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 The average man is threatened by anything a woman does better than him.
Because they're supposed to be the funniest one.
That's right.
Oh,
I'm
right. If-
funny.
Like,
Yeah.
dude, if you're dating a girl and she's like greasing up a car and fucking fixing the engine, you're like, damn, fuck, I'm almost gonna walk away because I can't
You
satisfy
know
her.
what? That
You
would
know?
be embarrassing.
You know what I'm saying?
I went to AutoZone.
The girl went there. What do you need help
Yeah,
with, Justin?
actually. All right, so I went to AutoZone for like it was like a headlight, and they're like, "I'll put." You know how they always say like, "Oh, I'll put it in for you if you want." Like it's part of the service at AutoZone.
yeah. And you're like, fucking, no, I can
And-
do that
and
myself.
No, I was like, no, and I was with a girlfriend at the time. And I was like, no, I got it. She's like, hey, no problem. I'll like sort it out. So she's already like punking me because I said no, but she went outside anyway. And it was a new. It wasn't a new car, but it was like a new used car that I had.
Yeah.
And I didn't know how to pop the fucking hood.
Dude, wow, what a bad start. What
Right?
a bad
So
start.
in front of my girlfriend, like I can't figure out. Oh no, I figured out how to pop the hood,
But
but
you couldn't
then
do the latch?
But then I
You couldn't
couldn't
get the latch?
I couldn't
Yeah.
get the latch.
She's like, Justin's like, no, I
Dude,
got
yeah.
this. I've been doing this all the time.
This happened to me last week,
Yeah.
and some guy walked from his car and was just like, "Oh,
Johnny,
this is one of the sliding ones," and I was
Yeah.
like, "This is my car. This is my
It
car."
was
and I
a
didn't.
full minute of me trying to find the latch. Like, please, God, I'm an atheist, but I'm praying. I'm like, God, give me the latch. Give me the latch. I'll go to church, please. I can't get the latch. She's like,
Just turns around. Both
Just-
girls are naked, 69ing on the ground. They're already done with
yeah.
Justin.
She slid her hand in, popped it in like 2 seconds. And I was like, you guys want to fuck or what? And I'll just.
Your
I'll
girlfriend,
d- yeah.
your girlfriend's googling strap-ons.
Oh, and
Yeah, I
she
got
she
that.
saw exactly what happened, and she
That-
was just like, oh man.
I'm breaking up with
Yeah.
you.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
She's not with the AutoZone girl.
Oh, she later went on to cheat on me. I don't blame her. I don't blame her one bit after that incident.
That's the thing I think that you're talking about is where
Yeah.
a guy is definitely threatened by a girl who's funny for sure. Like if
Yeah.
I met a girl who I thought was funnier than me, I'd be like threatened.
Yeah.
But I'm yet to do that.
Yeah,
Yet
Maya,
to
please,
meet one.
please leave. Maya, you're gonna have to go.
I don't. And, I think I don't know. I do think that though. I think, but it kind of weeds out the ones like confident, cool guys, like a guy who I would be attracted to would maybe want to
Embrace that. Yeah.
I was going to ask you about that too, like that stigma that girls aren't funny.
Yeah,
And now,
it's true.
see, I would never expect you to be like, it's true, because you're.
Yeah, you would think a woman would be
A
like, I'm
funny
standing
woman.
up for women.
Yeah, and I take that back. So please just save your hate. Bitches. But
Feminists. Yeah.
I think it doesn't apply to. Okay, this is my defense on this. I think there are so many funny women comedians now, this is not comedians. I'm talking about. I feel like in everyday life, women aren't encouraged to be funny. So this is the. I think this is why a lot of women aren't that funny. Is like when you guys are growing up,
Mm.
you know, it's like
That's
it's
where
very
my comedy
encouraged.
came, and that's
Yeah.
where I built it. Was in middle school. I mean, there was plenty of times in
Yeah.
middle school where I wasn't funny.
Sure.
I was making jokes that sucked, and I learned from them because that was on my background. Be funny, Scott.
Yeah.
You got to be funny for my own reasons.
Yeah.
But you're right. A lot of women aren't being told, "Hey, you got to be funny."
Yeah.
It's more like you got to be pretty.
You have to be
Yeah.
nice.
You have to be
You have
nice.
to be nice and be pretty.
Yeah.
So no one's ever like, go, hey, honey, go to school, wear these little bows.
You're right.
Fucking be funny. You
Yeah.
better be funny, you know?
Be fucking funny.
I always thought, like, no one's ever going to marry you. If you're
Bet you
not
better be
funny.
funny, yeah.
I'm like, oh, my God, take my eyes, but not that. Like,
Yeah.
Not my humor.
What the fuck wants to get married? That sounds awful.
Well, what's funny to me is that, like, okay, I would say 90% of women aren't funny, and I'd say 90% of men aren't funny. Like, I
Yeah,
think it's even.
I
Like,
agree.
look around. Like, I see a lot of men. I'm just like, you're trying to be funny, dude. You're not.
Oh, yeah.
my
You know what I'm
God.
saying? So to me, it's extremely even. Jeff, there's
Yeah.
Jeff. There's a non-funny guy right there. poor Jeff. We can't fuck him. He doesn't have a mic.
We were all thinking it. Scott said it.
Jeff's a very.
Jeff, you were like,
Jeff's a dry pun kind of guy.
I love dry puns.
Loves it.
I
feel
wish.
like
You know, you
men
can try and hook up a
harder.
mic if you want.
No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm enjoying this.
You know
Alright.
what?
Okay.
His voice is so deep, it's probably catching on to here.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to listen back.
Nobody can
Yeah,
hear
I
you.
can hear that. I feel like, but men try harder, like especially on Facebook. Like if I write something, there are, some guys
Oh.
are always like,
Trying to be
"Dude,
witty?
Oh my God, like don't hurt yourself.
Yes.
You know, like,
Yeah. Like,
yeah.
some of those responses are like cringe city. As someone who's your friend on Facebook, there's always a guy that's like, "Yeah, I'll stab you in the cunt." And it's like, where was the setup? Where was the punchline? Like, where's the?
It's like the Mona Lisa, right? It's like it looks great, and then some guy's like, "I think it needs like a train." You know? Like,
Yeah.
it's fucking fine. It's
Destroy it.
fine right
Yeah.
there. That was good. Like, oh, it's better now, Dale. Thanks a lot.
And Maya's so nice. This shows what a stalker I am with Maya, because like if someone says something actually funny, she'll give like a laugh emoji. But even the weirdo creeps, she'll give a like to. And Maya's so nice. If you get a like from Maya, you're just an unfunny creep.
Yeah, you're nothing.
Yeah.
Jeff got a like.
Jeff's got several likes from Maya.
I always like because I'm like, oh.
Swinging a miss.
Because you're a nice
tried.
person.
I
You can tell your heart. You have a good heart. You got to stop that.
I
Stop
know,
having a good heart.
I know, yeah.
Be shitty.
Yeah.
All I hear is
have
police-
a glass of
sirens.
wine right
I hear
after.
sirens.
Here at the Whatever Bro Podcast in the middle of the city.
They got Maya's dealer.
I need one of those.
So Maya, as you're having a cool glass of satisfying and
High-quality
refreshing
H2O.
water,
Mm-hmm.
that brings up a question for me, for both you and Scott. You guys are sober, right? For you a few months.
Years.
Maya, you roughly 1 month, right? A situation happened to me a while back. I met a girl. She was very attractive, right? And we're kind of talking back and forth. And she was like, "Oh, I'm in recovery."
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, "So I don't drink or anything." And we hadn't gone on a date or anything. But I was like, what?
See, no, that's
So, like, what do you? Because my move is usually like, "Hey, let's go out for a drink.
so that's been
Get
the
to know each other."
that's been the hard part for me. But just do the same shit. Just don't get fucked up.
So you're saying take the sober person out to a bar and drink
Not
in
a
front
bar.
of them?
Not a bar. Yeah, see, that's a tough one. Recovery's tough because some people don't even want to be near alcohol. I don't know. If you're gonna, I don't know. That's a good question.
Good.
Shit.
Farmer's market. Or something
Lose.
I don't know because I haven't gone on a date with a girl since I've been
Yeah.
sober.
I haven't gone out.
And I don't. There's
And
nothing
my-
to do.
At all.
Oh, so that's interesting, Maya. You haven't gone out. Well, you've been doing gigs, obviously
Yeah.
sober,
Yeah.
but you haven't gone out to hang nightlife.
No,
Sober.
No, I mean I didn't do that anyway. But I mean among comedians,
Yeah.
I just have seltzer. It's fine. But actually, a lot of comedians don't drink. I would say more don't drink than
Yeah,
do.
Really?
Really?
I think. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, the good ones especially. You know, just
Yeah, look at like Derek Furtado. I don't think he drinks a lot.
no. Anybody who's gets booked and does well doesn't drink.
Because that's their fucking career, man.
Yeah.
Just
Yes.
it
Yeah.
keeps you sharp. Like
Yes.
not drinking, like
Yeah.
you're
Sure.
so focused on what you have to do.
Yeah.
After a couple drinks, it's like things start to be blurry. You forget, you know.
Yeah.
Yep,
You just don't-
absolutely.
You couldn't really. It's not really that. Like, but now when I do shows, I can't honestly. I can't think of anybody who drinks. Who's
No shit.
I open for and stuff. But I notice now. I'm like, wow. By the time I look around and see who isn't drinking, which I never even thought about it before, I'm like, I would have had 3 glasses of wine by now.
Yep,
Yeah.
for sure.
Fuck.
For
Are you
sure.
saying like 3 glasses of wine pre or post show?
Oh yeah, sure. At least two or three. Yeah, definitely.
I'm saying before you go up or
Yeah,
after you go
before.
up. Before you go.
And then I'd have a glass of wine on stage. I'm fun mom, you know.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Well,
Yeah.
well,
That's
really
the
legit.
the counter argument would
That was
be
what I told myself.
you would think it would take the edge off. Like it
Yeah,
would make you a
it
little
does.
looser on
It
stage.
does and it doesn't.
I would say it does short term, but
Yeah.
when you look at what drinking does long term,
Yeah.
that's where I think the difference
Right.
is.
And I could the other thing is that it was a crutch and it was pussy shit. But I went up with a glass of wine, and if I did fuck up or tell the joke again, I'd be like, oh, well, whatever, I'm drunk. And I would just kind of play it off,
Yeah,
which I was. But
Yeah.
and now I just, I have a set and I stick to it. But I'm also so much more in the moment now. If anything happens, like if somebody says something or a tray gets broken,
Sharp.
I can,
Yeah.
It's just like talking to somebody before. I'd be like, I was married to my set. I'm like, I say this now, and you can't do that because, And
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck did you say, Diane? Like, what?
Diane.
Here we go.
I think alcohol does cloud you in the long run. So for the
Oh,
short term, it's
definitely.
cool. Every time, when you're in a social situation that's nerve-wracking, drink a little bit. If you're in a situation with a girl, drink a little bit.
Yeah.
On stage, drink a little bit. But then, like, over time, you're like,
Yeah.
this
You know.
isn't good.
I-
I hate dinner parties, like cocktail parties. Intimate gatherings just freak me out. I
Yeah.
hate small talk.
Small
so
talk,
much.
dude. That's what it is, and it fucking
Fuck,
blows.
I'd rather talk
And then
about somebody's
if
abortion
people-
or
Yep,
something.
me
than,
too.
like, yeah.
If people know you
That's what I'm
do
saying.
stand up, they expect
Oh.
you to
Mm.
be funny.
God.
Like, oh, you do stand up?
Maya, tell us a
yeah,
joke.
Tell us a joke.
Tell us a joke, Maya.
Honestly, I feel like Jenny in Forrest Gump. I'm like, dear God, make me a bird.
Fly, 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 fly.
Or like a sinkhole. I'm like, please take me. I can't talk about this.
Yeah, so that shit bothers me too. One time I went to a party like up in New Hampshire, and kids had seen like my videos, and they were like, one kid I'll never forget was just like, wow, I thought you were gonna be like funny and shit, and I was like,
Oh, wow.
I was like,
What a thing to say to someone.
yeah, like he looked at me like I was just this clown. I'm like,
Yeah.
do you think I'm just here to like? I'm here, but my cousins live here, dude. Like I'm not here to
Yeah.
fucking make you laugh, bro. Like
Right.
I couldn't
Right.
believe it.
Yeah.
Like that's the shit that's super annoying.
Or who's your favorite comedian or whatever. Like, I don't even watch comedy. I watch murder shows because I'm a white lady. But like, you know, like I
White
feel
lady.
like I don't know. Wouldn't that be funny though? Like if you ask somebody, like, I don't know. I'd be more. I don't care. Like if there was a murder, I'm like, oh my God, you murdered anyone I know?
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Oh, you
Love your
met
work.
someone. Hey, Tom's a cop. Oh, dude, you shoot
Dude,
people, guy?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, dude, maybe not fucking
You
ask him that. He's
violate
off
civil
duty
rights.
right now.
Exactly. Oh
I
my
hate
God.
that. I'll actually, we have real jobs, and I'll be at my real job, and someone will find out we do a podcast, and they'll ask me in front of like 10 people. So I heard you got a podcast.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And I just always downplay. I'm like, yeah. We
Just
just,
do it for
me and my
fun.
friends, we just mess around. Yeah.
Even though we just bought all this fucking equipment and it's kind of important, and there's a fucking actual backdrop, so it's an on-air sign you guys can't see yet because we're gonna improve the show every time. But it's not a big deal. It's not a big
The
deal.
last thing I need is work, watching every one of my podcasts and being like, well, they sure swear a lot and talk about dicks and buttholes.
Oh yeah, and I'm sure people we work with in the corporate world have seen it. I mean, it is what it is.
We're
we don't.
somehow not fired yet.
Yeah, I don't know how we haven't gotten fired for the shit we've said. Yeah, and like I know people look at me at work too and look at us and just like they look at that face like those motherfuckers are from the podcast. They do podcast
Yeah.
stuff. I'm not gonna ask them, but they do podcast stuff.
Sketch
And we're
Yeah.
just like, don't talk about it.
Scott,
Don't
we,
talk about it.
Scott, we heard about the infection. The infection.
Oh my God, that's
Walking
my
with their friend
favorite
like,
one.
that's the kid who was talking about licking that guy's butthole.
Four
That's him.
urologists were stumped.
I love when you like you do your dick like you're like that, and then you're like.
Yeah, I forget how big it is
I know.
sometimes. So you know, I have
We,
to.
we analyzed it with a monocle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was like a
say so.
jeweler with the tweezers. Like, what is it?
Guys,
Yeah,
guys,
what do we have
we
here?
we
I'll
we
say.
promised we wouldn't go back to my STD dick story.
I never made that promise.
Justin he's like, so you got an STD? Remember that?
We did a whole episode.
How the story's
We
fucking.
did an episode on the STD. For Christ's sakes.
He's right. We did do an episode.
When you guys did the like, I declare,
I do
I
declare.
sounded like Foghorn Leghorn.
Yeah,
and,
I'll say.
Oh my God! Do you know who I love?
Jeff-
on
Jeff called it.
Foghorn? Remember the Miss Prissy, the widow hen?
It's an old people
Yeah,
story.
when
We
she's
can
like,
get out of this one.
"Yills."
an old
Yeah,
people
no, she was like,
You remember in the black and white TV?
the Ravagers. No, there was this widow hen, and she would always wanted, and Foghorn Leghorn.
Yes, I remember the widow hen.
Yeah, and so Foghorn Leghorn wanted somewhere to sleep in the winter, and she was like this skinny old spinster.
Yeah.
And she had that son, whatever, and all the other hens would make fun
And she
of her.
wore a very conservative hen
Yeah,
outfit.
and she wore this little thing.
Like a nightie.
Yeah, and then she would go like this. She'd go, yes. Oh my God, I love that
Actually,
so
I
much.
do.
Yeah.
Actually, I do.
I love that widow hen.
How about Foghorn Leghorn? He was like a bit homophobic because it was a little chicken.
Yeah.
Egghead, that was
Yeah.
her son.
And oh, yeah, that's right. It was her son.
Yeah.
And he would say there was like he would always like call him gay on the sneak tip.
Oh, what do you- oh yeah, a little Latin, the loafers. Son.
He's like,
yeah.
you're a little.
Wow, you loafers.
He said, boy, you're a little Yahoo.
That's back when like you could do racism in cartoons.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
it was like
encouraged.
cartoons were like nothing but racism.
Yeah.
Like Bugs Bunny would do like the Chinaman, like with the teeth. And
Oh,
like,
yeah.
he would make his ears into the hat, the rice hat. So racist.
We didn't know. I didn't get that as a kid either. We didn't know. We just
Yeah.
thought
No,
it was
it's
funny.
not- I
Well,
knew.
'cause everybody talked like that. You know, actually, my grandfather, when he was talking about a girl who was dressed like a slut, he would go, "Look at that little."
Whoa! I think that's more polite than saying she's
Yeah.
a slut.
Yeah.
You know,
so the
like
kids were like, "Mommy, look at that little." Yeah.
I like that.
Oh my God, your dog just licked me.
Tony's around. He wants to be on camera,
It
but he
frightened
can't.
me.
oh, Tom.
That's Mr. Tony.
Oh, hey.
Oh, he's so cute.
That's called third base, Tony.
My hand's
Little
wet.
action.
Yeah.
Hey, I got some action sober.
So Maya, you've had some hell gigs.
Yes.
The most recent hell gig was you performed. Was it a homeless shelter or
a
homeless shelter?
Uh-huh,
First of all,
Whoa.
for men, just
the
homeless men.
worst part of Boston.
They don't
Okay.
seem like they have a whole lot of humor.
It's so weird. They weren't responsive.
Morals, humor,
know,
manners,
yeah.
dignity, respect.
Yeah, anything.
Any human
Yeah,
quality.
they weren't lucid. Like they were,
Yeah.
they
But
were
nodding
like,
out.
It was I was like, this crowd sucks.
How the yeah. First of all,
Crowd's dirty.
how did this happen?
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. So my
Maya at the
friends-
soup kitchen.
Maya was hungry for stage time. They were just hungry.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, we don't have any money for food.
They were. She was hungry for stage time. They were just hungry. Yeah, and I was probably the last choice for this show because of who I am as a person. But I happened to be there, and my friend Liam booked the show. There were a bunch of really good comedians, and luckily I went to go get a coffee.
Yeah.
And the security guard was like, why don't you leave your purse? Daylight. It's 10 a.m.
Yeah.
10 a.m.
With
right?
him.
Yeah. and
Leave
he
it
goes,
with
"Why don't
him."
you-" He's like, why don't you leave your purse? And I was like, is it that bad? And I looked outside. I'm like, Jesus, I feel like Sandra Bullock in The Blind Side. Like and I opened with that. And it's so weird they didn't like it. But anyway, so I came back, and it was like really Alston, maybe? And it was horrible war zone.
This
like,
was
end of the
in
earth.
Alston, you said?
I think so.
Okay.
Just Skid Row, like the
Yeah.
worst. And probably the worst place I've ever been. It was like, looked like Beirut. So anyway, come back, and I didn't know that nobody had a good set. And these guys were like, it's a homeless shelter, 10 a.m. They're just like,
Oh my God.
10 a.m. at a homeless shelter?
and they turned
Jesus
off
Christ.
the TV for
Whoa.
this. So they were pissed.
Yeah.
Pissed.
So there's a rough
Yeah,
start.
they were just like, fuck you.
Because they just started to remember that they existed when the TV went off. They're like, wait, I'm a human being?
They thought about their own lives. How did I get here?
Yeah. And then I'm like, hi.
And then Maya's like, let me tell you about my kids. They're like, what?
Oh my God, yeah.
Can we eat this woman?
I had the worst day. I had to get a Pinot Grigio. You guys are a million.
Yo, Tommy, get a purse. Get the fuck out of here.
Somebody kill this bitch. So I'm just doing my regular set, and they're just like hated me. And then this one guy goes, so I'm up there for about 5 minutes.
No laughs. 5 minutes.
No, nothing.
Jesus.
Just glares.
Yeah.
Eat
Yeah.
shit. I love it. I
Eating
love it.
shit. Eating shit. Just like, please God, kill me. And,
Whose idea was this?
My friend's. He volunteers
Okay.
there.
Ugh.
So I'm thinking I'm
Bad
the
idea.
most altruistic person who's ever lived. I'm like, I will do your show.
Oh,
And they're going to
my
love me. I'm
God.
like,
I hope
fuck
you learned a valuable lesson,
Yeah,
Maya.
never help
Never
anybody.
help,
Yeah, I
never
sure did.
give.
Yeah, fuck
No,
that.
no, fuck
Like, help
that.
myself. I'm not doing great. So I'm up there, and so yeah, for 5 minutes, and I was like, Jesus Christ. They're looking at me like they want to kill me.
Yeah.
Wow.
They pay you in
Kill
oyster
me.
crackers for this gig. Like,
So anyway, this guy goes, you better get in your car. And I was like, at least I have a car, motherfucker.
Oh, shit.
That's my time.
hilarious though.
So you did
You gonna
fi-
finish your soup? Probably not, right?
Just go smack in his face.
Did everyone else who did stand-up have trouble too? Like,
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, of
None
course.
Nobody had a.
Of course.
Yeah.
That sounds like something on paper ahead of time. You go, yeah, of course, everyone's gonna bomb.
It was exactly
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, how? But one of the guys was in the foster care system, and he opened with that. He got nothing,
Uh-huh.
and I was,
And so he's relating to the crowd.
yeah, he's trying to, and they're
Yeah.
just like, "Fuck you!" Like in his sweater, like he's wearing like he's doing okay now. You know, they're like,
yeah.
and this one guy goes, "What do you guys want?" The other guy goes, "A house."
He's like a ham sandwich, please. We're starving.
Yeah, so that was really
The
bad.
first and last ever
Yeah.
homeless
Yeah.
fundraiser.
Fuck everybody.
Fuck the homeless. I think we can all agree on that.
I'm like this close to not being, so I'm like,
Yeah, we're all
They're
a
also
bad
called-
decision away from being
Yeah,
homeless.
Sure, exactly.
They're
And-
called panhandlers now.
Yeah, they're
That's the name.
financially proactive. Or, I don't even know what you would say, but it was horrible. And but I've had the worst. Actually, when I can donate my time, I do. Especially, I have a fundraiser coming up that it's April 3rd at the Comedy Connection. But I'm doing that.
Oh,
and
you
those are good
pissed
ones.
Scott off.
Oh,
He does not like helping anyone.
What-
He took-
what-
he took-
what did you
he
hear,
took
Jeff?
right off.
oh, this one's very worth it.
No,
But I'm doing that one. But as a rule, like I don't donate my
Right.
time anymore because
Yeah.
but I did that one. It's just I'm too poor to do that.
Thank you. First and last time.
Yeah, fuck that shit. But this one I'm doing. What was I gonna say? The other. So, did you want it? Were you gonna ask me about?
Yeah, let's go back to hell gigs. So we've
Uh-huh.
covered homeless people.
Yep.
They're all everyone. If you Don't help homeless people. They're awful.
Justin, who are you looking at?
Yeah.
the camera. the camera.
Oh, I thought he was like,
Our audience.
Yeah.
Remember those people that watch
Don't
I
us?
help
forgot
the
we were on a
homeless.
podcast.
Fuck the homeless is what I'm trying to
I
say.
was like, who's he looking at? My dog?
They didn't laugh at Maya. She's hilarious. Fuck the
I was
homeless.
certainly not funny that
Yeah.
day.
No, Maya, I'm sure you were great. It was the homeless. They're beyond help or reason.
As a people.
Now I know you've had some hell gigs outside
Yeah.
of the homeless, so I'm just gonna throw phrases at you, and you tell me like a story associated with it.
Okay.
I think I've written a few down. Let's go with terminally ill children.
Oh
Hey, let's lighten the
my
mood.
God. You know what's hilarious?
Have you?
Yes.
That's amazing.
Okay, so here's
Like Patch
kids.
Adams part 2?
Hilarious.
Adams, she wore a red nose.
Waka waka. Oh yeah, like Patch Adams. Okay, so this one was the worst. This is the worst gig I've ever had in my life. We were told that this boy was going to be okay. He's 17 years old. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh yeah.
You
I
were
wouldn't-
told.
I wouldn't agree.
The way you started that story.
This is what we were told. This is the information that we had. Boy who looks like Bam Bam or like a young Tom Brady. He's in his hockey uniform, 17 years old. He's going to be fine. He had cancer. He's like I said, he's going to be fine. It's just expenses for the family. Great, fine.
Just can't
He's
laugh.
going to live.
He's gonna live. He's fine. The kid's fine. He's killing it. He's
me
at
get-
practice right now.
He
right?
died
He's
during
getting
the
late.
set? Like-
Yeah. Tip in a cheerleader. Everything's great. This kid's doing great. He's going
Yeah.
places. Anyway, so we get there. The host is hammered. She's drunk, and I at that time was going first. I think it was maybe like 10 years
Wait,
ago.
so this is I'm sorry, this is a benefit?
It's a benefit.
Where? Oh, so this is in like a
It's
regular venue?
It's in Mass,
okay.
yeah. So I get there. The host is just so drunk. She's like, okay, so you're just going to go up and down. I thought I was like, wait, but what are you doing? She's like, I don't think I'm going to do any time. I'm like, what? Like, what the fuck? Like, who? So what's happening? She's like, I'll just go over and bring you up. It's going to be no big deal.
Yeah.
It's gonna be no big deal. She's like, you got to be great. And I was like, all right, whatever. So I thought she was going to do 15. Nope. So I get up there. There's like a raffle. Then Timmy or whatever's mom goes up. Okay. She goes up. This is what Timmy's mom says.
So just to clarify, the terminally ill kid's
Who's
mom,
gonna be okay?
Mom
Oh, yeah,
is
Timmy-
your opener.
Yes. She just
What the
impromptu.
hell?
No, get this.
Does a tight 5 about her dying son.
She, well, it was going to be like, thanks for coming, blah, blah. Great. Let's get on with the night. This is how it goes.
That's not so fast.
Hi.
Oh,
no.
I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry just
I
based on
was in
that.
tears.
Oh,
I was
man.
bawling, and
Yeah.
anybody with a soul would.
You're not supposed to do this at the benefits. They're not supposed to do this.
She goes up and I'll never forget this. I was a mess. She goes, I just wanted. She goes, I don't know how many people know this, but hospice is with Timmy. And,
What?
Oh yeah, Timmy.
What happened to he's going to be all right?
Dying. I don't even know why people were there. Like it was like he's not gonna be.
She's like, she's not gonna. He's dead.
I just got the call. Time of death,
Timmy, what do
2:45.
you want?
Oh, he's trying to make some money.
2 topics. That's it. I don't give a fuck.
Tell the nurse to get it.
Oh, man.
Oh fuck.
Don't milk this, Timmy. I swear to Christ.
So they lied to you. Timmy's doing
Unless all this
fine.
unfolded on the way over. Yeah, Timmy's gonna be
He's
fine.
gonna be fine in his next life. I promise.
Yeah, he'll be fine. He won't be in pain anymore.
You won't be.
He's in a
He's
better,
gonna be fine.
he's in a better place.
We got a great morphine drip set up right here.
Check the buffet, but
Oh, no.
got some hot stuff. But
So
yeah,
she comes
She goes
on.
up. She's like, he's not gonna make it. I just want to let everyone know who's been there for us.
Wow.
So Timmy's dying, and I'm bawling. I'm so sad. This poor mother is up there. She's like, everybody's crying, of course.
So how'd your set go?
Oh, get this. Oh,
Maya, please.
We're getting to that
When
part.
you took the mic, please.
Tell me you.
Yeah, please say, let's hear it for your opener.
Timmy's mom, ladies and
Timmy's
gentlemen.
mom killing it. Well, Timmy's being killed
Yeah.
by the universe. What can you
Wow.
do?
That was
Yeah.
great.
All right, you're just gonna mail me the check. All right, we're good.
I'm dying up here. Timmy's dying in his hospice bed. What?
I'm dying up here. Just like Timmy. Yeah. So yeah, I was like, I would have middled that, Marianne. But so anyway, so this is what happened. So my friends are behind me, so I'm going first. The 2 other comedians laughing so hard they can't.
Oh,
see
no.
us.
Oh.
They're trying, but they're just like, holy.
So
fuck,
are they done with their sets?
Oh no, I'm going first.
Oh, you're going first.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is Anyways,
So this is gallows humor on their part because
Oh,
they
they're-
still have to go up.
They're seeing, anyway, so one of them whispers in my ear, Maya Manion, ladies and gentlemen, because I have to go up.
Wait, so she did this before you guys
Yeah.
went up?
Yep.
Fuck, dude. I thought she did this
Oh, no.
after.
No, she was opening. She was
Before.
opening
She's
for
my
them.
opener, yeah. So I was like, what am I going to say? I'm like, well, they paid me, $48 for quality entertainment. So I was like, I have to go up there and do something. So
And
I,
Maya doesn't want to waste your time, as she said.
I was like, anyway, I'm crying, and I did some bullshit like, said I, some mother I can't even imagine, and what you people are going through, but I'm here. So
So have you guys tried that airline food?
So that joke went over like great.
no, this is I just did some pandering,
Yeah.
but sincere, stuff, and I said,
Hey, everyone's kids might die before them. Anyway, are you ready to laugh?
I gotta send mine to college. I don't know who's crying here, bitch. I
can't even do
I
it.
have to, yeah, lucky. Anyway, so I said something like that, and I was like, sadly, not the worst introduction. And I ended up doing okay.
Yeah, you know
Okay.
what?
Yeah, really,
It's
yeah.
interesting. You were kind of
crazy.
responsible for that one little joke that kind of gets everybody back on
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And hopefully you did that. Like, hopefully you got them
Yeah,
to be like,
I
because everybody doesn't.
did.
Everybody wants to be like, fuck that. I don't want to think
Yeah.
about it. So they were kind of waiting for you to just say one little thing to kind of snap them out of that crying fit they just had to have.
Honestly, that was like the best. I think I might be the most proud of that in my career because I actually did find some way to
Turn that over.
Improve it, yeah.
And I have had so many other opportunities where the host was killing it, the next person was killing it, and then I ate it for no reason. You know, I'm like, what the fuck happened? I just derailed this whole show. But that,
Jesus.
and it was luck or something. I was
Yeah,
like,
but
please
that's
God,
awesome.
help me.
All it took was one human life for Maya to just
I just
change things.
I need to do more dead kid shows. That's what I need to do. Yeah, that's what I took away from that. Yeah.
Jesus.
We had a bad show once where we did at the Cultural Center.
It was for like an album release party. And we didn't realize they were just going to be all
Wait, whose album was it?
It was Dale Funk.
Dale Funk.
Oh,
like
okay.
a band.
Local
it's
band.
a band that we're all friends with all of them. But
Families everywhere, like families,
Yeah.
Oh,
patches
okay.
of families.
we just didn't expect it to be only families and children.
So we had some
And-
material that was not for them.
No, I had like jokes
Well-
about AIDS and Down syndrome.
Oh,
Meanwhile, while I'm telling these jokes, there's a kid in a wheelchair being rolled across.
Who's Down syndrome with AIDS?
Yeah. And his
just
mom,
looking at him.
actually it was one of the AIDS jokes. The mom rolling him was just like, "No, boo." And I was hammered when I got up there. I was hammered afterwards.
I don't like that
Yeah.
joke.
But in some way,
It was such a good joke too. It was a Magic Johnson joke. I think it was something that was great.
for some reason though, it was still so much fun. It was so much fun to get booed.
Yeah.
And it was a train wreck from beginning to end. Like, if it's gonna be a train wreck, the whole time.
Mike's like, "Woo!" Like when you get on the mic, like, it was just all reverb right off the rip. Like it was just.
sucked.
She was manipulating her quadriplegic son's thumbs like, boo, boo this man. He's awful.
I was walking yesterday. I know you don't know what that's like, but it's not a big deal. Yeah, it was tough.
So bad. But it was just one of those times where we didn't mind bombing because we looked at who was in the crowd and we're like, fuck this. Like, we're not getting
These
laughs.
people can't even walk. We're not going to trust their opinion.
It's old people and kids.
But Maya, back to Hell Gig. So you have you've got the homeless, you've got the terminally ill kid.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the suicide guy.
Oh, those
Whoa.
are the best.
Whoa.
Suicide. Yep. Actually, you know what? Terminally ill. Rob Green and I were on one with
Rob
kids.
is sick?
No.
Speaking of terminally ill,
Sadly, no. He's gonna live. No, Rob and I were on this show with kids, and it was for a little girl, a 5-year-old girl with cancer.
Oh,
And
Christ.
she's fine, but she really was fine. But
Yeah.
get this. So we get there. I think Ray Harrington was on that show too. So we get there, and they're like, before the comedy show starts, we're just going to do a slideshow of her friends who didn't make
wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
it.
Cue Sarah McLaughlin. Will you remember me?
For just 10 cents a day.
You can never bring these kids back because they're dead. Yeah, they were just cute little kids who died. this was oh, she was so sweet and puppies. I'm like, what the
Why?
fuck? So
That-
Rob and
yeah.
I, of course, because we're sick, we're just like our shoulders. You gotta be kidding
Yeah.
right now.
This
And these are
again?
like are these suicide people?
No, these were just cancer.
This
This
is
was
just-
cancer.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
suicide is
That's
I've
much
done a few of
funnier. The
those.
suicide.
I mean, like, it's just because you would have to dance. You can't say. You're like, it's like trying to write a paper without the letter R. Like, what can I say? What can I? Can't,
Yeah,
you
you're
know
like
what I mean?
constantly dodging.
Yeah, so it's just not funny. Like, who? I don't know. I don't think it's tough. It's just tough. Yeah.
What was the suicide? I don't get it though. What's the suicide like?
I-
Suicide like?
Awareness maybe,
Oh.
or benefits for people. I'm not. I just, in my opinion, maybe better off to do something else.
Yeah, what an oxymoron! Like we're having a comedy fundraiser for
Yeah.
suicide awareness.
Yeah, and I know I'm gonna get some hate mail about it because people want to. It's just so hard because you're gonna offend people, and you don't want to.
Part
Like,
of
look,
comedy, yeah, but it's like, yeah.
But no matter what you say, like even if I say like those clouds are cumulus, you're like, wow, those are clearly stratus. You're like,
Yeah.
cloud
Yeah.
shaming or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, like what can I say?
It's
I
rough
don't-
now with that
oh,
shit. Like I don't
God.
play them rules, but it's rough now where it's like
I don't
if you make
either.
it
Yeah.
like super big, you got to be like so careful, or else
Yeah.
everyone's gonna talk shit to you for saying the wrong thing about, God forbid, transgenders or someone who's whatever the fuck you say now. It's
Yeah.
just there's a whole crew.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm already
Yeah.
distancing myself from Scott because he said transgender.
Shut up, you tranny.
He referred.
You fucking tranny. But no, it's tough now. You gotta like
Yeah.
watch your tongue, and I don't like that. I don't
Well,
like doing
yeah,
that.
yeah, that's interesting because comedy was. I always thought like, well, comedy would be the one thing that's like untouchable. in
It was
term-
for a while.
Well, yeah,
dude.
for a while it was, but in terms of like political correctness or like using the correct terminology, I thought comedy was beyond that. But
Yeah.
as we've seen recently, like there's been that PC encroachment into comedy.
Yeah. I think it's coming back. I think people are starting to move away from it. Like, fuck this. Like, you can't live like this anymore. At least I don't know. I just speak my truth. I'm like, if you don't like it, then
Yeah,
It's it's a lot of the younger generation who are screaming
Yeah.
screaming and crying over something they don't like, and
Yeah.
everyone
It's
has
mean.
to. I'm offended.
Yeah.
Like, fuck you.
We
Who
were raised
cares?
by boomers. Everyone's like, oh my God, fuck boomers. I'm like, you've known them for an hour. Try
Yeah.
growing up with them. Like, oh my
Yeah.
God. Yeah, and yeah, fuck yeah. But like, Jesus.
Mm.
Well, they're like, okay, boomer. I'm like, yeah, they do suck. You're right. It's so funny.
We want to do. You want to do some Google search mania? I just got a
Yes.
couple. I just got a couple.
sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Just I only got like 5 or 6, Joe.
Topics?
Go- no, Google search manias. The reason was I was trying to look what Google search mania is, Maya, just so you know, is when you type something into Google, like when do I have to,
Oh,
and it
okay.
populates stuff for you.
Okay.
There's a lot of fucking crazy random shit that
Maya's in the DMs right now. She's not even listening.
was
She's
gonna
getting.
say-
That's a huge cock. She's getting dick. She's getting dick pics.
Thank you. It is. It's
That's extra veiny and
Extra
black, I
veiny.
might add.
Aw.
Well, I'm just.
Thank you.
I'm,
Yeah,
I'm,
please.
I'm a reporter. I'm a
Tell them what's going
reporter.
on.
Justin, can you stop interrupting me with black dicks for
sorry,
once?
I'm
dude?
sorry.
No, Justin, as you were.
But you go and search, and funny stuff comes up, and there's a few that I went to go look for something that reminded me. I said, I only have 4 of them. They're cool. And the one I want to start with, which is you're a mom, I just typed into Google, why do moms? Just to see what Google would say.
Yeah.
So what do you think most people are searching for when they say, why do moms? Because the very first
Yell at
one,
your kids.
why do moms yell? Ding, 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 ding,
Wow.
ding. And why the fuck do you yell?
It's kind of important. You
Listen,
have
number one
Because they don't
thing
listen.
to. There we go.
is that why you're always yelling?
Discipline.
Or just
Yeah.
because you really want to drink? You just want
It's kind of
to
a combination of
Half a
both.
glass, Maya.
Because if you ask, oh God, you know what?
The second one, that was the first one I thought of.
This one, why
Yeah.
do moms worry so much?
Oh, well, those are. I mean,
That makes
Jesus
sense,
Christ,
but
yeah.
that makes sense. But
Because-
a lot of kids are going in there and they go, why did my mom worry so much? Dude,
Because you're-
you came out of their vaginas, man.
Yeah.
Their only job
Well, when
is
you
to
put it that
protect
way.
you.
Yeah. Yeah, as they're like hanging from like the roof, like smoking a cigarette. Oh, I won't worry so much. Like, dude, you're an idiot. Boys are. Oh God, boys are nuts.
This was mine. Why do moms nag? Why do moms nag?
Those are all for the same because nobody.
These are
listens
all
the first-
negative, yeah.
Nobody listens.
Why do moms talk so much? Shut up, Maya, will you?
It's all the same question,
Oh, I like-
essentially.
It is, it's just-
I like the second to last.
Why do moms eat placenta?
Why do moms eat placenta?
Placentas?
It says it.
Well, Maya, can you answer that,
Wow.
please?
I mean,
Nutrients.
It's delicious.
Just so
Yeah.
tasty.
Sautéed, yeah.
Put a
It's,
little
I do. I think it has a lot of nutrients or something.
This
Yeah.
was-
that is a thing.
I didn't even
yeah.
want to see my placenta. They're like, look, I'm gonna get that.
Wait,
fucking
Yeah.
away.
mom's
A
actually.
little
Wait,
Frank's Red Hot on there.
Yeah.
hold on. I'm confused. This really is a thing. That's what I wanted to know.
Yeah.
Women eat their
Yeah.
placenta.
Placenta is very nutritious.
This
It's
is-
what the baby's in when they're born.
So
It's
it
like
comes
a-
out and the mom eats it then?
People plant trees with that stuff like that because it's. Has
Oh, 'cause
all
there's a
those-
lot
Yeah,
life-
it's kind of similar to like your umbilical cord has a lot of stem cells. A lot of people save their umbilical cord.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
like,
So some moms actually eat their own placenta?
yeah, it's really
Well,
it's
they'll
supposed to be
put it
really
like
healthy.
they'll
Gross.
dry freeze it and put it in pills. I should say that most animals also eat their placentas. So
Okay,
it's like it's
a
a
natural
natural
thing.
thing.
All right.
Yeah.
Wow, that's fucking nuts.
But there's a lot of like nutrition or whatever in it. Same with like stem cells and an umbilical cord.
Word. Okay, I didn't know that. See, you learned
Yeah.
something on the
Yeah,
Word
like if
podcast.
a dog gives birth, it's gonna eat its placenta.
Yeah.
It's gangsta.
It-
I want to try placenta. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna go to like
Yeah.
I don't think you want to
try
try
Atlas Pizza. Like, you guys got placenta pizza?
excellent choice. Sir.
There was one that was interesting here. Why do moms prefer sons? Now, you have three
I would-
daughters.
I would-
Were you trying to
No,
have
no.
a
No,
son?
I have 2 boys and a girl.
Oh, you have 2 boys and a girl.
Oh, I
Why
didn't,
did
I
think-
didn't know you had 2 boys.
I thought it was 3 girls
Yeah.
for some reason.
Nope.
And
Oh,
I'm gonna
no.
take a shot in the dark and say, Maya, you don't have to even blink or agree with me in any way. I'm gonna just say, I'm gonna put my blinders on. Her daughter is her favorite kid.
No.
No, I don't believe that.
Actually,
No, she is. She
no,
definitely
no,
is.
Backpedaling.
She's not. It's my son Gavin, actually. No, it's funny that I don't think for some moms, and people, I don't know. It's just who's being nicer to you at the time. I think who's ever being the most agreeable, that's your favorite kid.
I think it's
Yeah.
because
But
2
that's-
women. I mean,
That is theoretical.
that's
I
got to be
think
part of it, right?
This is why. I think a lot of mothers, it's not like you don't favor your daughters. I thought about this. Your sons, you like, and I find myself doing this too. I do everything for them. I take care of them because they're idiots.
I was just gonna say they're more helpless.
And you want it's just
Men are more helpless.
yes, and you just want to because they're just like okay, thanks, mom,
Because
you know.
one of the things says, why do moms coddle their sons? It's
Yeah.
just very similar.
But I think it's a natural, innate, primal instinct to not want to favor your daughter because it's so hard to be a woman and you're not doing her any favors by coddling her because it's so hard and you
That's
want her to
fucking
have
interesting.
every ounce of gangsta in her. Like it's
Yeah.
gonna be hard. I'm not. I love you too much to be nice to you.
Whoa.
That is interesting,
That's
though.
deep.
That is
It
wicked
is.
deep.
Yeah. And I
like that.
And you know they're capable of it too. Like my daughter, I'm like, I'm not helping you because you can do this.
It's
Your
almost like
brother,
you
I'll-
want
Yeah.
them to struggle and suffer a little bit because you know
Yeah.
you're helping
It's
them
a
out.
cold world out there for
Motherfucking
her.
gangster.
Yeah.
But the sons, we're a bunch of pussies, and you just need to
They'll
fucking.
be fine. It's not even that they're hopeless and
They're like,
stupid. It's like, but you know, like,
Boo!
you actually know it's funny that,
Dusty.
oh, I need water. How do you make water? I'm like, I got you, honey.
I
Stupid
got
little
you. I'll take
fucker.
care of you.
Mommy's got you. You're
Helpless mommy.
47, but I got
you,
you.
you stupid little fuck. I love you, you
I
stupid
love
fuck.
you, you goddamn God. Here you go. No, it's you because you know they're gonna be fine. Like no matter, they're gonna be fine. They're gonna be fine out there. But your daughter, it's
Nobody
like,
wants
ooh,
to rape
it's
them
tough.
either. Like
Yeah.
your sons.
Yeah.
Like, no,
Yeah.
yeah.
They'll be fine. And my daughter, I know that she, and I think my mother was the same way. And it took me to have a daughter to realize that. I was like, wow, she did. They're just gonna learn, and they need to take care of themselves. And you don't want your daughter to have to be, dependent on a man or anybody else. So it's like I'm not gonna help you because you're gonna need this. And my
And one
daughter's
day,
amazing.
one day she's gonna be like, "I'm glad my mother
yeah, my daughter,
didn't."
I'm glad my mother
Yeah.
never spoke to me
I know.
even once.
I'm so glad Mrs. Manion neglected
Oh man, that's awesome.
on your 18th birthday. I'll tell you my real name.
That is awesome.
And you can come inside. She is. She's an unbelievable daughter, and
And your favorite, as you said.
it's funny because it just depends on who.
Depends on
Is
the
she
day.
she the responsible one?
She's unbelievable. Yeah,
Yeah.
she really is something else. She's something, and all my kids are great.
Now, Maya, I'm gonna make you tell the story, but you told me the story, and I was always
stir-
like,
the
please,
Tell the story, Justin.
Yeah. But I was always like, please, Maya, turn this into a bit. I haven't heard you say it as a bit yet, but you told me a hilarious story where you were like, and I'll just give you like the gist of it, and then you
Okay.
can run from there. But you were like, my son came home with detention for this, and my daughter came home with like kind of a what's the opposite of detention?
Oh.
Like you get a merit.
Like a
for
Justin, you're
reward.
killing this right
Yeah,
now. dude.
well, I don't want to the story away.
Yeah, the story.
The story. Mike, do you know what I'm talking
Yes,
about?
I know the story.
Tell me the story.
Yes.
Man, tell me the story.
Oh, I'm churning butter.
I'll let you know when you can speak.
You guys,
Let me spin you a yarn.
we gotta
Okay,
get
so
him
this.
back on.
Okay, so
Yeah,
this is the same day. All right. So my daughter has always been, just fantastic, and my oldest son is such a punk. So same day, my daughter comes to me and she says, "Mom, I need you to sign this permission slip." I think she was in 6th grade and my son was in 8th. And she said, "Will you sign this permission slip? I'm going to stay after school because this little special needs girl, her mother's coming home from overseas. She's in the military. She's having a pizza party. She's throwing a pizza party for me and my friends because we sit with this special needs girl at lunch every single
Oh,
day."
wow.
So they're having a pizza
How
party.
old is she at this
Absolutely.
point?
6th grade.
Okay.
Oh, no, wait. She's in 7th grade.
Jeff, how did you know that so quickly?
Because I said it,
13,
yeah.
6th grade. Oh.
Jeff's like, I spent a lot of time around the local middle school outside.
6th grade, that's 13. Boom, gotcha. Sound guy Jeff.
Do you want a lollipop? Do you want a puppy? Sound guy Jeff, come on over. I'll hook
All
you
right,
up.
so-
iTunes gift card.
Go ahead, Maya.
Okay, so anyway, she's 6th grade. Like she and the popular girls sit. Anyway, I was like, "Oh, Keely, that's amazing. Yes, of course I will do that." So my son comes
Hold together,
home.
will you?
No, so my son comes home and goes, "Hey, Mom, you gotta sign this. I have detention." So, wait. But by the way, this little girl is in a wheelchair. She's not mobile. She's not even verbal.
Quadriplegic. She's a
Quadriplegic.
quadriplegic.
Right.
Yes.
So, anywho, so I was
It's
like,
my
"Oh,
favorite
God."
story.
So I was like, he goes, "I have detention." I was like, Jesus Christ. I was like, "What did you do?" And he goes, "Borrowed some girl's wheelchair." So it's the same girl.
The same quadriplegic.
And I was like,
Dude,
"What?"
that is awesome.
So my daughter's looking at me. She goes, like that. And I was like, "No, it can't be.
the same
It can't be
one.
the very same girl." And I
very
was
same
like, and I was like,
paralyzed.
"Man, you took her. Well, wait, what?" And he goes, "Yeah, I was doing wheelies, like whatever." And I was like, "No way, this can't be a thing." I was like, "How did you? Why?" And he goes, "Mom, she said it was cool." And my daughter goes, "She can't talk." And he goes, "Yeah, but if she could, she would. She seems cool."
When they get in trouble, part of them is probably like, "Mom's gonna think this is hilarious."
Yeah.
And Mom's also gonna be pissed.
Yeah.
But that's like the good part. They probably go home and they're not
Yeah,
scared to tell
depending
you.
on how funny it is.
Yeah.
Like if it's funny, I'm like, "Yeah."
Mom will get this.
Yeah, totally. But yeah,
Mom's gonna love this one.
yeah. No, she's chill. Oh my God.
Mom's
She
gonna
can't-
use
she
this
can't
in her
talk.
stand-up again.
The best part is, first of all, why would she be out of her wheelchair? I'll tell you.
Yes.
Probably because she had like PT working on like stretching out her limbs, and then Maya's son takes
Steal
her
her.
wheelchair.
It's
and
cool, right?
Yeah.
Thanks.
He's Tony Hawk in her fucking wheelchair. And he's doing a 1080 on the fucking half pipe.
Oh God. Actually, my
Oh,
favorite.
fuck.
His name is Van. My favorite story was. He's
Van, that's a
13.
skater name.
Yeah, he's doing
skate moves in that
Van
wheelchair.
Going to jail, man. Yeah. So, oh God, please forbid. No, I didn't say that. Anyway, so he's 13.
Have a half a glass of
Oh,
wine,
yeah,
will you?
I will then. Yeah. So he's not. He's a good kid. But anyway, so he's 13, and he got a Visa. Have you heard this? I've told the story on stage. So he got a Visa gift card from my grandmother for Christmas, and I was like, "Don't give him cash. Like I don't want him having cash. So anyway, so he gets this Visa gift card in the mail. In a couple of days, I get this package addressed to me, and it was 2 switchblades. And I was like, and he was
I
like,
love this
"Oh,
kid, by the way.
sweet."
He's right now.
He
This kid's like
sounds
my.
fun.
Yeah, I want him on the podcast.
So
Can he replace
would kill
Jeff?
it. Yeah, he would.
Don't ever say that. He's the reason this is streaming on air
I'm
right
sorry,
now.
Jeff. I'm sorry. That was a joke, Jeff. I'm just trying to tell a story.
So he gets the switchblades. I was like, "Are you kidding?" Oh, and brass knuckles.
And Brad.
He was about to get in a gang fight.
Oh, totally. And he was like, "Sweet." I was like, "You kidding me? You can't." He's like, "Yeah, I can. I can have it. Whatever. It's cool." Like, oh my
He's
God.
still in the girl's wheelchair this time too. He's like, "What's up, Mom?"
With brass knuckles
Mom,
and a knife.
chill.
I
was like,
got
"Yeah,
this."
Mom, it's cool.
He got rims for his.
He's mid wheelie during this conversation.
He's balancing on one wheel. Oh, sorry, go
Selling
ahead.
Xanax. So then I walked into the shower. I stepped into the shower, and there was a it turns out it was a fleshlight. Okay,
Ooh.
so he used
wow.
the same. He's used that gift card.
Oh.
I'm like, that's gonna be some thank you note, dear grandmother.
Wait, I'm just confused. You walk. Where
I was in the shower.
Where was the fleshlight?
In the shower.
He just left it in there.
Apparently, he's
Oh,
13.
Dude,
yeah.
you know how post-nut syndrome works. You
You
come,
dumb.
and, you come, and then
Apparently.
you forget about.
No,
the
you're
world.
right.
And he's 13, right? He can
Yeah,
jerk
so-
off in a sock like a normal person.
Yeah.
Okay.
That
all right.
sucks for her to find. She's his mom.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, yeah. I was like, "Are you?" And I was like, "Hey." I'm like, did
Is
I
this
just
your
step
rubber
on- Yeah.
pussy, or is this your sister's?
You need to clean your rubber pussy.
Yeah. Young man, you're not leaving this house. You clean your rubber pussy.
Get out of your wheelchair and clean this thing now. Put the
Maybe
brass
a
knuckles
cubby.
down.
Yeah. So I was like, I was like, did I just step on what I think I stepped on? Like, I was like, what is that? And he goes, oh, I see you've met Oksana.
Oksana! He named his rubber pussy.
Oh, this kid's a beast.
Oh,
dude.
man.
Hey, he sounds hilarious.
He is so funny. He comes to shows with me, actually.
Does he do time?
No, he just comes.
Yeah, I was
He
going to
loves
ask
it.
you
Dude,
if he's
what if-
interested in that.
What
or
if he's
he
like
could.
Jeff?
should.
What if he's like Jeff Dunham, but with the fleshlight? At like
Oh, that
rocks
would
out
be
like
Justin had too much wine.
What
That's
is
too
it?
much wine. Yeah. You're
He's stoned. I think
reaching.
he's stoned again.
It's a
He's
new
stoned.
angle.
That
It's a
is-
new angle.
It's one of
It's
my
a new
favorite stories.
It's a new comedy
I
angle.
laughed so hard when I heard that. I was crying.
That's awesome,
Because he was
dude.
like 13. I'm like, the kid's a genius.
I love how he's ordering switchblades with his
Yeah,
gift card.
brass knuckles.
Yeah.
Dude, if you get $1 million when you're 13, those are the things you would. I know. A rubber pussy, a
Shoes?
switchblade,
Yeah,
fireworks,
sneakers, yeah,
sneakers,
fireworks.
explosives.
His favorite holiday shocker is the 4th of July. He calls it the holiday season. He's like, oh, I get to like legally blow shit up, Mom. It's the best. I'm like, yeah, you're.
He's right.
Yes.
He's right.
You can't argue with that.
No,
No.
Because
absolutely
I'm
not.
like, I don't know. I mean, I'm a good time. It's awesome. I was like, God, I can't argue. He's so much like me. He's like, just so
Yeah.
much like me. I'm like, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Maya, you're from Vermont, so you're a different breed. You
Yes.
are women from Vermont or like those northern states, Maine, New Hampshire. I'll even throw in Connecticut, kind of, sorta. They're like,
All right,
well,
I'll
Connecticut's
listen.
that's not a real state. Connecticut's
Right,
yeah.
right. I'm like,
But women from up north specifically, they're like a little more rough and tumble, I guess would be the term.
Rough and tumble.
That's the only term I
Yeah,
can
yeah,
think of.
that
They're a
tracks.
little like more. They're like one of the guys, like the
Down to
nor-
earth, I would say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
they're
agree.
not-
yeah.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
They want to blow shit up. They want to steal a paraplegic girl's wheelchair.
I mean, that's
They
not
want to
not
leave a
fun.
rubber pussy in the shower for their mom to find.
I mean, those are all good times.
They're exploring. They're at a young
Yeah.
age where they're exploring.
Yeah, it's just not tolerated to not be down to earth. Like you're like, what happened to you? Like everybody is.
Mm.
It's
Yeah.
just- yeah.
You're up there, you're skiing, you're blowing shit up.
Yeah,
You know,
we're
you gotta
chopping
be
wood.
chopping wood. You gotta
Yeah.
be cool. You gotta
Oh
be
my God! Actually, when my father moved to a different neighborhood, like from the rich town I lived into this other town, we were in a bigger house, whatever. So I moved in kind of a hicky kind of neighborhood, and down this dirt road, and I took the bus to school, and all this girl goes, "Oh, it's freaking Princess Maya." I'm like, "What?" I was like, "Me?" Like.
Mm-mm.
you on the bus?
Yeah, on the bus, and
Huh.
meanwhile, I had like we're so normal. We had my dad has a construction business. Like he had, like on like my stepmom drove an Accord. He has a truck. We have a Cape. Like we're not Kanye. We're
Right,
fine.
yeah.
We're fine. And so I was like, "What?" They go, "Oh yeah, we saw that the guy deliver wood and chopping it for you, you freaking princess." So I was like, "That's where it is."
That's where the line.
Wow.
You
That's how
faggot
become a
princess, you.
Because my dad wasn't out there chopping wood. Like
Yeah.
they split it and chopped it and stacked us for it. So
Yeah.
I was like Kim Kardashian.
You might as well have a monocle at that
Yeah.
Oh,
point.
totally.
Yeah.
And they
I'll do
kind
it
of
in
made
the
fun of
clip.
me. Yeah, they were like, "Oh Jesus, la di da Maya." I'm like, "This is awesome."
Listen, my
Never
dog
mind.
finished his bone, and I'm really hungry.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I was just thinking,
I'm
like, how
starving.
long have we?
Wait,
yeah.
we're gonna kill the podcast?
Huh? Yeah.
Can I ask one
Yeah,
question?
yeah, yeah.
One
Of course.
fan
Yeah,
question.
we're gonna wrap up for sure.
All right.
Fan question.
Every- fan
Everyone
question.
can jump in.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm Maya. I would appreciate your input. Not that you would agree
I
with
love what I
any of
can tell
this.
Justin's catching a buzz. Like you just see it right on his face, in his
Guys,
mannerisms.
I'm always drunk, first of all. Yeah, how dare you say I'm drunk? I'm always hammered. I mean, I am a raging alcoholic.
Here I am.
Yeah. Or my friend wanted to ask this question.
Sure.
But he wanted to ask it anonymously. And when I read the question, you'll know why. Okay? and I want everyone's input.
No idea what he's talking
And
about.
I want
Maya,
everybody-
for the record, we don't
We
know what
have
he's
no
talking
idea.
about.
No.
Okay.
Which means it's usually a bad thing.
I want-
Anytime Justin comes with a surprise, it's bad.
I want
Go on.
everyone's input. And by the way, I have the right answer for the question.
all right.
So I thought about it, and I've done it. All right. Dear whatever brothers, I'm in a very.
This isn't real. Is this real?
Yes.
All right, you swear to God.
You guys both. All right.
Whatever brothers?
You guys.
Which is wrong, by the way.
It's fake. Yeah.
You guys both know the guy, and Scott, you at least know the girl.
So someone's asking this, actually. So
Yes.
Someone
Go
went
on,
to you.
someone's
Okay.
asking this.
Sorry,
I
go
wanna
ahead.
hear it.
The brothers,
But they
whatever,
didn't want to like
brothers.
if you will.
but well,
Brothers
I
come,
will.
whatever. Okay, I'm sorry, go ahead.
you know both the guys.
All right.
You ask me questions, I try to answer, then I get
It's
fucking
okay, honey.
penalized.
It's okay.
All right. I'll start anew.
I knew.
Dude, you drunk fuck. Just read it. Your
I
paper.
will- you know,
I'm trying.
Can you read it Old English?
Anew is that's English. All right.
No, Old English.
Yeah.
love this.
Hello, whatever brothers. I will say for the second time.
Whose taste?
I'm in a very unique and disturbing dating situation,
Ah.
and I was hoping you guys could give me some advice. I've recently began hooking up with a new girl. She's extremely attractive, and I'm totally into her. There's just one problem. She doesn't shave her asshole. I mean, I could deal with a few stray hairs, but this is serious. When we have doggy-style sex, it looks like a tarantula is trying to escape from her butt cheeks. What do I do?
Oh, shit.
I'm too embarrassed to bring it up.
Ooh.
How do I broach the subject? That's the fucking question.
I feel like that's-
See why he wanted to be anonymous?
I feel like that's not real
You,
still.
no,
It's
you
real?
Both, you both know him, and Scott.
Doesn't
you,
matter who it is. Yeah, it doesn't
Scott,
matter.
you at least know the girl with the tarantula butt.
Butthole.
Yeah.
So, for me personally,
I'll tell you after the show.
I've seen this before.
That's tricky.
Oh, Christ.
Multiple women. I wouldn't say it was that bad, but I was like, when I was that close, I was like, oh shit, she's got some hair in the ass crack. Like
Yeah.
I had never seen that before as like my young 20s. So I'm looking at the vagina from behind. And I'm just like, oh shit. Oh, can you shut that off? I'm the only one who can hear it.
That's me? Oh, God.
I'm the only one who can hear it because I have no headphones on.
Oh, right.
And I was like, oh shit, girls have hair there too. Like that was the first time. So I've seen it a couple times. My advice is, that's how her ass is. So just keep hitting it, man. Or
You can't say anything.
You can't, yeah,
What
you
are
From
can't.
the front.
All right. Well,
Yeah, and that's
stop
all.
having doggy. No, dude, I think you just have to embrace it and go with it.
everyone will answer. We got Scott's answer. Joe, let's hear yours. We'll rotate around to Jeff.
You can't be that honest. You can't tell her, hey, you gotta get rid of that tarantula asshole. You can't say that.
Hey, what
there's
if
no
she-
nice way. Like let's say it was something minor like bad breath. You could maybe approach a person with bad breath
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
and like just bring it up. You can't approach someone about their hairy asshole.
I have something just came to me.
Go.
Well, we'll rewind to Scott.
Go no.
He's hammered, dude.
Guys, why did you stop drinking? It's so much fun. I can't remember anyone's name. I can't speak English properly.
So listen,
I'm having a blast.
you could do this. This is bold, but my question is, she probably shaves her vagina, right? I'm guessing.
I think the front was
Okay,
taken
so
care of, but the back was
You
like,
could get daring here and buy her for a gift.
It's too daring.
Was it laser treatment or something like that?
Yeah, hair removal.
And because
Yeah.
once they're down there, when they do it, they do the whole vagina and the butt crack, right? So you could just be
a
like
Brazilian wax.
Oh, you could do that.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, my friend, I know what to get you. This girl said this would be cool.
Yeah.
You
You'd
could
have
do that.
Get her
On the
manicure,
gift
pedicure,
certificate
too.
says
Yeah.
asshole only.
Scott's cleaning lady told me that
Focus
this was the
on
way
the
to go.
asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean I personally would just. I mean, if it really turns you off that bad, it fucks you. I think you got to do something, right? I guess.
You have to. Like if you're in a happy relationship or whatever. With
I
the
just
person.
keep hitting it, bro. Stop being a fucking.
I will
From-
repeat.
from
I
the
will
front.
repeat. I will repeat. It's like a tarantula is trying to escape from her butt
How do you
cheeks.
miss that?
I now
Yeah.
I now want to know who this person is.
That's
We're
a-
going to discuss it
I will
after
tell
the show.
everyone when I know that camera, when I see it's unplugged, I will tell everyone who it is.
You know what? I'll tell you something funny. Imagine if every show after this we tell Justin that we always lied about shutting the mics
And we
off.
keep them
Because
on.
all we do after every show is talk
No,
shit.
dude. I was talking shit last episode. I was talking shit
And
about.
he does every time. You're like, oh my god, was the mic
I'm
on?
like, fuck this. Yeah, fuck so and so. You know what? They think they're about. And that camera's pointing right at me, and Jeff's like, "We're live.
buddy.
We're live." Thankfully, like there was some lag or fuck up, But if there wasn't like a technical difficulty,
Ugh.
I would be exposed for the
I know.
That's my whole
hateful
life.
asshole that I am.
So,
here-
yeah, what do you think?
This is
Well,
what I think.
well, we skipped me, didn't we? No, Maya, go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No, Maya,
No,
you go
wait,
ahead.
You said you had the answer.
I have the right answer.
Oh, okay.
We'll go to me last because it's
Yeah.
the right
Yeah,
answer.
we'll go to you
Maya,
last.
you go next.
It is not the
All
right
right,
answer.
Justin, honey. Let's just give me one. Okay. I would, if it was me and it bothered me that much, my first instinct would be break up. Fuck it, I can't deal with it. Like that's me.
Yeah.
Bail.
But what do you say to them when you're dumping them?
Great girl,
Ah,
awesome,
I
but that goddamn
Yeah.
ass crack hair.
You don't-
That's
you don't
probably
bring
the
up-
best decision.
Yeah.
You don't bring
that's
up the-
always my decision. I can't. Fuck it. Nope. I'm
You're
divorced.
saying like
Why would
I
anyone
need
listen to me?
space. It's you don't bring up the asshole hair
yeah,
at all.
it's not. I'm just gonna start dating chicks. I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
Like whatever.
I'm a
opposite sex
lesbian,
is, yeah,
yeah.
I'm moving.
Right.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
cancer. I don't know whatever reasonable thing it is. Anyway, but I would give her a gift certificate, but not only for that. It would be like a manicure. It would be like the whole massage.
Jeff
Right.
agrees. Jeff
Yeah.
agrees.
I would do. Yeah, was it? Yeah, I
Jeff
would do
agrees.
that.
Spa day.
Yeah, spa day.
Jeff spa day.
Yeah.
I like that.
But and the other one would be just bail, break up. But that'd be first.
Depends how
If
bad
that
it
didn't-
bothers
But
the
you never
person.
say it's because
No.
you have a hairy ass.
No,
No way.
no. What
Even-
would you- yeah, I can't.
even-
That's
Too
so
much.
awful.
It's too much.
What would you do?
Why would you ever tell her that?
Well,
Or
we
just
got-
stop licking her asshole. Anyway.
He never.
He's saying he's just saying hitting it from behind.
He never
sees
licked.
it.
Yeah, he never licked her asshole.
Just
He
sees it.
it was just doggy style, and it was like very.
Yeah, that's a
overt.
little rough, dude. If it's
Yeah.
that bad,
That's
Yeah.
so gross.
And by the way, Scott, and I'll tell you who it is after the show. You'll,
I know.
I can't wait.
I know. Hurry up and wrap this up.
I don't know where about.
you'll be the only one here who even knows the name, and you'll be like, oh my, she has a fantastic ass.
I probably hit it anyway. Then.
like an ass that
Don't care.
Yeah, like
You know,
an
there's some things you have to look at, Maya, and you have to go, you know what? All this is good. This is good. There's a little hair on the ass crack. Don't care. I'm going to take it. Let's go.
Yeah.
And let it rip.
Do the,
Yeah,
do
Maya,
the
stop being
pros
so
outweigh the
close-minded.
cons?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Do the
Pros and cons list, pal.
Pros and
Bothers
cons.
Pros
me,
and
not
cons.
me. I don't know her.
Pros and cons list.
I
All
don't
right,
know
tell
her
him, Just.
Jeff, do you have any input before?
He had spa day.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, real quick, and then, like, after that, you just, like, baby, you look so good. Like, this is, I'm glad you
Like positive reinforcement. Like,
Yeah.
oh my god, that spa was great. Everything's so much better now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you check, like you have to check all the boxes. Like the lady has to check like what she did.
Yeah.
And then if like, oh, just the nails, like, shh.
Need to sneak her a 20.
Yeah.
The butthole hair.
Focus on the ass, on the trench.
Focus on a butthole, will you?
You'll see.
Can I just say this, everyone? Can I just say this?
Hi, Grandma.
Great tries.
Great tries.
Great
Oh, so
tries.
you got the answer.
Great tries.
Okay, what happened?
Great tries.
Okay.
Because when I tell you the right answer, you will bow down and touch my feet.
I can't wait.
Okay. Because it's happened to me.
All right,
All
Justin.
right? You only know the right answer when it happens to you.
He said you will go down and
When it
touch my
happens,
feet.
when it happens to you,
3 hours later.
like an Indian Saudi, you will, like a holy man, you will come down,
All
you
right.
will touch my toes.
Okay.
It's happened to me. And I asked myself, what the fuck? What do I do? I'm into this girl, but she doesn't know. Your asshole is behind.
It's true.
Your
True. How
asshole-
could she know?
All right, most guys, first of all, let me start off by saying this. Most guys, our assholes are behind us.
Yes. Yep.
So,
most of them.
we-
About 99.9, I'd say.
unless there's some genetic deformity, your asshole ends up
All right,
like,
stop derailing,
All
please.
right. All right.
Different with women, but yeah.
All right. I dated a girl, she had a hairy asshole, right? What do I do? What do I do? Here's what you do. Because they don't know that they have a hairy asshole.
Yep.
Here's what you do.
All right.
You're having sex, doggy style, which is obviously when you see the hairy asshole. And you just so subtly, you put your hand on the butt cheek, right?
Yep.
You happen to grab a hair.
Oh my God, I know where you're going with this, and you're right.
You pull the hair. You pull the asshole hair.
That tells the brain, holy
Then
shit,
they
I have
go,
hair back
Wait
there.
1 second.
God.
What the fuck was that?
Then she thinks about it for a day or a week, and then goes,
that's
"There's hair on my ass."
genius.
There's no mistaking.
Genius.
Someone
Genius.
pulls your hair on your head.
I'm
Someone
bowing
pulls your hair
down.
right now.
Yeah.
There's no mistaking that feeling.
No, you're right.
Your hair gets caught in a
Wow.
cabinet or whatever.
Did you pull your girl's hair?
I pulled.
You
it.
fucking did
That's
it.
amazing.
I pulled this particular girl's asshole hair. And guess what? I swear to God, the next time we had sex,
Gone.
Unbelievable,
100%.
dude.
Yes. Thank
I
you.
give you daps on
Thank
that.
you.
That's
Now,
awesome.
yes, bring it around.
Is this
Thank
something
you.
you planned in advance and you were like, I'm going to pluck that to let her know?
Oh, was this like a natural, just
really good.
against the ropes? I'm gonna rip a hair out.
Yeah.
It was not spur of the moment because like I had seen it
Or
before.
just somebody tried to do it, but instead they grabbed like a lump of it, rip like half her hair off. Justin told me, dude.
My point, no.
My point is,
I think I had seen it once before, and like the second time around, I was like, but you're gonna make. Here's the trick.
Gotta be
you
subtle.
gotta make it look like an accident.
Subtle.
Yeah.
It has to look like an accident.
Yeah.
You can't just grab from both sides like they're pigtails and like they're reins on a horse.
It's a freaking
and
art, kid.
yeah.
it's kind of tough to make asshole hair pulling accidental.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be fast. It's gonna be very quick. A quick just a little zing.
Yeah.
You got to
But-
spot it and
But
pull
the next
it.
time it was an absolutely flawless and hairless.
Genius. Let's wrap this
Butthole.
show up so I can find out who it is. This has been a great
Yeah.
show.
Yes.
Maya, you were fucking awesome.
Yeah,
Oh, you
you're
guys are
fantastic.
awesome. Thank you
Maya,
so
please
much.
come
Please
back.
come back.
Yeah.
We want you.
I want to live here.
Legit. Listen, when you
moving
when you
in.
come back, we're gonna have a bigger table, probably more
Better
mics,
setup.
Amazing.
Yeah.
and it'll be we'll have
This
plenty
is
of room.
so great. This is fantastic the way it is, and thank
Awesome.
you so much for having
You're a
me.
Yeah.
blast.
You
We-
guys are the
Top.
best.
We all have a crush on Maya, and we all want to love and marry her.
I'm getting it
for
first.
all
I'm hitting it
time.
first, bro.
Bring it, Maya,
This has been
yes.
episode 53. We are out.
Thank you.
Bye. That was so fun.
Right?
Was that
Is the mic off?
We don't know yet.
It's always a blast. Oh, we're still on.
There's still asshole hair
We
talk going
are
on.
still on.
Fuck, dude. The drunker you got, the more fun this show